if you smell what the wolf is cooking. How are you all doing, man? This is going to get tucky, and I'm here for it. Got our F1 back, eh? We're going to get ourselves a race. I am hoping Jay, Macon, Ollie, woo, what's going on? Wet track potentially. There is going to be circumstances and uncertainty and stakes, and I am here for all of the above. Let's go. We are T-minus 28 minutes away from a cheeky formation lap at this, the Canadian Grand Prix, round 9. It's kicking off, isn't it? Have you seen the arguments in the community? How dare they sabotage Lewis Hamilton? Rare, this, that, the other, blah, blah, blah. And again, I've been responsible, partially, fanning the flames, adding fuel to it even. It's techie, right? It's a bit techie, this. How are they sabotaging Lewis Hamilton? He's so fast in sector 1, sector 2. 800ths up on his teammate George Russell going into the final sector that matters, where these lot earn their corn. What's going on, Steve? You guys are legend. There he is, says Jay. No more abhorrent lateness. It's going to get techie, Andre. What's going on? Court members from a certain channel, mad at Cat. Andre, have you seen what's going on? Let me know what. I don't even want to know what channel, to be fair, because I just don't care. Like the serious ones, the serious F1 fans know that I'm not gonna. Do you know what I mean? I will never sacrifice my integrity at the altar of inaccuracy. How is it sabotage? How do we know it's sabotage? Really? Sabotage. Go on. How do you know definitively? Show me the evidence. Show me the money. Yeah, I can't engage the nonsense meaningfully. I desperately want to. I was looking through my comments earlier as we are T-minus 27 minutes away. And people were telling me to stop, like, put Sir before Lewis's name and all that. I was like, what? What? People using imperatives, telling me from the sidelines how I should conduct my channel activities. What are we talking about? People want to have bias confirmed. That indeed, Jay, is what confirmation bias is. Epitomised. That's the definition of the thing, right? Look, Russell was lucky with the toe from Albon. So was he really addiction? They tried to say this about Max Verstappen. Listen, if you set up the toe, if the toe comes into play and you take it and leverage it to your own advantage, is that luckiness? Is that being opportunistic? Luck, some say, is when opportunity meets preparation. Listen, absolutely, they need to. My Slavy says, Cameron, you need to stop with the ragging on people when they're then changing your mind. Well, go on then, my Slavy. Let's talk about it, mate. If we're going to argue, let's front load the debate and the argument. Loki, today's a new day. Go on then, my Slavy. Let's talk about it, man. If you've got something to raise, let's raise it here and we'll go back and forth. Stan culture gone wild. Luke makes for a toxic appearance. Absolutely. Andre, if people watch Lucy's last qualifying lap, you'll see why Lucy's P7. And we've dissected it already, haven't we, Andre? Go and take a look back at the lap. Going into sector 3, Lucy was circa 800ths up on George Russell. In sector 3, 2 key mistakes were made at turn 10 when they're taking the wide the bloody line and missing an apex. George did it similar, but Lewis had a bit of an understeering moment. I will say that cost him not a tenth, maybe 500ths. And then soon after that, turn 13, 14. 13 was a short mistake. 14 was a humongous oversteer moment that Lewis had to correct for, lest he want to end up in the Wall of Champions. It's probably cost him another tenth, eh? Did it not? What was the gap between him and George? 0.28 something? There's your mistakes. Why, if Mercedes was sabotaging Lewis Hamilton, would they only sabotage him on sector 3, which coincided with 2 mistakes that he made? One, a cheeky minor mistake into turn 10, and the other, turn 14, just before the Wall of Champions. What are we doing? Russell will crash. Maybe Arnold. I think I need to I've been talking to minds, F1 minds, infinitely greater, with broader depth and breadth of knowledge than mine. And they corrected me and seemed to think that I need to put some respect on George Russell's name, that he might be among the quickest of the current 20 on the grid. Here's Hamilton cut, says Pars. Cut might be a bit harsh. Perfection comes when opportunity meets us. My Slavy, we're singing from the same hymn sheet then, apparently. That's a great one. What's Journo saying? The altar of inaccuracy is tiled in lies. Oof. Listen, it's hard. Let me defend them for a second. The conversation that I had with my guys Baxter and Shez, when something like this, there's no way that Lewis can be 8-1 down versus George, as good as George is, and still be in his prime. Because if Lewis was in his prime, George wouldn't see which way Lewis went. And Shez and Baxter responded, I don't think that's true, mate. That even his prime, Lewis was never the quickest of qualifiers, and that George will challenge him, if not beat him, at this stage of his career, even if Lewis were in his prime. There's your blasphemy. I can hear that blasphemy door opening again, Baxter and Shez. That's what they were saying. And listen, Baxter's the type of guy to be able to go from 1950 all the way through 2023 and name each and every single driver and constructor. They're better F1 minds than I, right? So maybe I need to listen to them and, do you know what I mean? Take heed, put some respect on George Russell's name, surely, maybe. Maybe he's one of the quickest on the grid. 8-1. I know net cumulatively the difference hasn't been massive. It's like a tenth, couple hundredths here and there between them if you look at each and every single qualifying session on its own merits. But do you know what I mean? Steki, Ollie Studo, we'll see next year. Well, will we see next year, Ollie Studo? Is Charles Leclerc quicker or slower than George Russell? Will we see next year? Mate, people have been saying, well, let's see. The conversation was this only about 24 months ago. Listen, that W13 is not great. Like, I don't know. They haven't done a fantastic job. Keep the faith, Cameron. What are you talking about? Lewis Hamilton's going to get that 8th. That Mercedes car is a rocket ship there 8 times. Let's examine the evidence before us as it is and take it on its own merits, surely. Don't know what Russell can do in these slippery conditions. Jay, if it's slippery conditions, then you got to lean toward the likes of a Lewis, right, and the likes of a Max Verstappen, because they are Reagan-meisters. But listen, George is, if a frog had legs, mate. George isn't bad. He's not a bad peddler. Just go and check him out. I think he's one of only a few drivers to win both F3 and F2 in his maiden season alongside Charles Leclerc and maybe one other. He's got pedigree, has George. George and Max will be fireworks into the first turn. You must be understatement of the year. Ferrari misses high top speed. I don't know what's gone on with Ferrari, Jay. I will be honest with you. As much as I want to understand, I am not sure. Well, George was P2 in a Williams at Spa. Kenny tells you all you need to know, eh? Mr. Saturday for a reason, says Shazina. Bottom line, sir. Lewis is mailing it in, planning his move in good health. Alan, let's see. We don't know. This is all speculation and barbershop talk, right? Conjecture. Each and every single time. Lewis is a brilliant qualifier in his prime. Was he really, Rebecca? So they are talking rubbish. Was he really, Rebecca? I mean, been out-qualified by Valtteri Bottas, out-qualified on more than one occasion, I think around this track by Jenson Button too. I don't know. Was he really? Oi, McLaren F1 race. We are T-minus 20 minutes away from a formation lap at this, and it's damp, isn't it? Oh, the humanity. At this, the Canadian Grand Prix, Martin's Brindlewalk is going on as I talk. Shout out, by the way, to my old mate, Peter T. He took me for a cheeky whiz this morning in one of the most epic cars that I've ever seen in my life. A cheeky GT3 hybrid with all sorts of modifications. Absolutely ridiculous. Going in a car like that reignites your inspiration, your love for everything automobilista. Incredible stuff. Evocative. If evocative is what we want from F1, then my old mate Pete T's car is nothing if not that. Martin Brundle getting a cheeky word with Zach Brown. How are they going to roll this? Starting from the second row of the grid. Well, they've got the opportunity. What Zach Brown and McLaren could do with is if they were attacking one of George Russell from Kings Lynn, Norfolk, or Maximilian Verstappen, then they can utilise and leverage a pincer movement, right? I don't know. But now they've got two of them in front of them. It's a bit techie. Somebody will F up into turn one. Potentially Andre, but Cam, don't lose faith. Tony, I have never had faith. Faith, some say, is belief without evidence. Not in F1. Listen, if you're religious, then that's something different. But in F1, now, Lewis is not as brilliant as Lewis is. He's a man. Jono, so Lewis, with age comes the preservation of life. Mr. George does not have that concern. Not enough in the bank yet. Jono, just talking to a friend about this. It's very different, isn't it, when you're young. When you're a young up and comer. Who's this? Wow, this Mary McGee, former motorcycle rider. Fair play, Mary. I don't hate that. We're going to talk about this washed thing. Washed probably isn't the right term. Go on then, Jason. You saying that the team share info between the drivers. George took Lewis data and can improve, and Lewis see George data from races before and could have improved. I don't know what you're talking about there, Jason. How teams, as far as I understand F1 and have been watching F1, intra-team. So George has his pit crew and his strategist and his performance engineer and race engineer. Lewis, likewise, will have his own on the other side of the garage. Those two will be sharing information. They are overall a team. This is the what's the word that I'm looking for? This is the dichotomy of F1. It is individualist. Obviously, the drivers want to get 25 points, but in order to do that, there needs to be an exchange of information now. I don't know why this is so big. This isn't even news. F1 teams share information, technical data, telemetry between teams. What are we doing here? They always have. I don't know why this is even... It's nonsense. I don't know why this is news, but again, if you want to do a confirmation bias thing and lean into sabotage and tinfoil hattery, then you're going to cling on to whatever you want to, eh? I mean, if you believe that it's sabotage, then build the case for that. But listen, I don't like to work like that. I want to see the evidence as it is and assess it on the back of the evidence rather than make my mind up and then work backwards. I've never been that way. That way you get you convict innocent people. You condemn to long sentences innocent people. It doesn't make sense. That is simply a team maximising it. I don't know what... I genuinely, Jay, I don't know what the big deal is. If not for people with confirmation bias who desperately want there to be skullduggery and sabotage and cloaks and daggers at play, making that argument work. What's right? Well, George went away and he... Do you know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? George went away and he had a look at Lewis's information, and then Lewis was quicker in free practice, and then George got some more spit. Like, what are we doing? I just don't even understand how that's news. Lewis isn't washed, but he's not the best anymore either. Such is life. Oof. Technical room is off limits to Lewis. Bravo, Johnny. How do you know this? How do you know this definitively? Is this a guess? Is this a reach? No, what are we doing? D. Murphy says Oscar Piastri gets his first win today. I wouldn't mind for that. Who's this guy? This guy or gal on the grid that everybody's trying to take photos of? Canadian Grand Prix. Maybe it's Lance Stroll. Bernd Maylander. FIA safety car driver. I was just watching a brilliant documentary actually. It's called Senna's Last Teammate. And again, led. What's going on, Leroy? Bravo. No. DCO, you're a legend. The Last Teammate, brilliant stuff. And again, hosted by Damon Hill, talking about his time with Ayrton Senna. Different gravy were those old school drivers. What are you doing? How are you going to cut out Martin Brundle? Pull that banner up, please. What is she doing? Pull the banner up and let Martin and cameraman through, love. Come on. Spoken to Fernando already, has Brundle. Brundle's trying to get a drive. There's Scholl. Grab Scholl. Oh, Martin. Martin trying to grab drivers as they're coming through. Lando, track conditions, how are they? In between Inters. Oof, Lando's saying that we're going to start on Inters. Let's go. So long, of course, that the FIA declare the track wet. What are we doing? The FIA cannot continue to get out of their own way. I don't want to see a smug horner clapping the top step of the podium again. Oh no, McLaren F1. Smash the like button. Yes, please, Leroy, you're a legend. Right, what are we doing here? Jamie means that Russell will do better with LH settings than LH himself. Well, listen, people, you just that's a team. Again, this is the dichotomy of F1. I understand that there are Drive to Survive Asian fans and it's all new and whatever, but like, come on. Like, what do you expect? What do you expect Mercedes to do? And even if, go on then, let's play this out. Even if there is skullduggery, and as unfair as that is this not F1? What, you expect Mercedes to throw their backing behind Lewis Hamilton wholly as they would have done previously in a year when he's leaving? Bloody no, but what are we doing? Is this F1 or is this like... Is this I just don't understand. F1 baloney. But I digress. Lazy engineered. Brundle didn't like the lights. The light but tap. No. Brundle is diehard. Don't touch Martin Brundle. Why is there a person with an electric guitar? I have no idea. I'm about, for the avoidance of doubt, guys and girls in the chat, I'm about 60 seconds behind you guys on my feed because I have Sky Go and it is nonsense. I pay a lot of money for it every year to be 60 seconds behind the live in real time, something like that. Yes, says Jay. Experience does well in a race distance. So look, let me not condemn Lewis in a race. Is a completely different entity to Lewis in qualifying, right? Who knows where he'll end up today or how far he'll be able to climb in tricky, changeable conditions. For the avoidance of doubt, yet again, wet is easier to drive than changing conditions. You ever get in a cart where it's going from dry to wet, wet to dry? You never know where you are, right? On each and every single corner, the point at which... The point where there's the most grip on track will fluctuate and change. So that's where it gets a bit, gets a bit techie. Brundle's an alpha. He doesn't mess about, does he, McLaren F1? Don't put your hands on our man Martin Brundle. So the question is now, as we are T-minus 12 minutes to a race, shortly we'll get on the old multi-viewer again. Shout out to my guys, the guys and girls over at Multiviewer who help us in this stream. Support them because they support us. And if you like metrics and stats and maps and radio messages, definitely go and download that app alongside an F1 TV subscription. Super sick. You're missing the points. George improved based on Lewis data. Why can Lewis improve off George? That the big question is, he washed or is he mentally screwing himself by believing the team again? Jason, there's a couple different bits and bobs in there. Here's what I'll attribute yesterday's performance to. So Lewis made 2 mistakes. Again, I want to put this up front. Preface this whole, oh my gosh, Alpine are repairing something urgently, frantically on Ocon's car. Oh, the humanity. Go on then. Lewis is behind George because of a couple of reasons. I'm not so sure that Lewis isn't, on average, just a tad, maybe a tenth slower than George Russell, as at the ripe old age of 39. Some say that at the age of 39, 40, that your pace begins to tail off. This isn't me saying Lewis is washed. That word doesn't apply to this circumstance nor situation. However, has he lost a tenth as versus Lewis Hamilton in 2014, say, or 2015? That doesn't appear to be an improbable... That's not an improbable take, right? That's a reasonable assumption to make. However, if we're talking about yesterday's qualifying performance, ignore the 8-1 season to date, as Toto Wolff hails Zach Brown, says hello. If we're talking, forget the 8-1, whatever, because the differences on average are quite minimal. It's hundredths, not tenths. The difference between Messrs Russell and Lewis Hamilton in qualifying season to date. But if we take a look at yesterday's qualifying performance, you only need to go back and look at the onboard of Sir Lewis, Carl Davidson, Hamilton. He made 2 mistakes. One, he kind of understeered into turn 10 more than you would ordinarily. Lost a little bit of time there. 2, turn 14, massive snap oversteer, would have lost an additional tenth in that. 3, George Russell got a long distance tow from one Alex Albon, the Anglo tie, didn't he? That explains your 0.28 difference between Messrs Russell and Hamilton in qualifying yesterday. There you go. That's all that it is. I don't know why it's more complicated than that. We can delve into, well, George looked at Lewis's telemetry data and understood and improved. Well, what is his team? It's a team. George is staying next year. Lewis is not. What do you expect Mercedes to do? And I've been harsher on Toto Wolff than anyone. Like, I've criticised him ad infinitum. Today isn't that day. Yesterday definitely was not. They've done bits with that car. They now have a front wing. We are T-minus 9 minutes away from a Canadian Grand Prix. Put some respect on Toto Wolff's name for having apparently turned it around. And I'm not going to... I can't wade in the very murky waters of sabotage and tin hat foilery. Tinfoil hattery. Explain to me the experience of... Ron, what are we doing, Ron? Explain to me the experience Perez versus Max Verstappen. Have you seen Checo Perez and what he's dealing with? Do you understand? Are we saying that Checo Perez has got a slower car than Maximilian Verstappen? I'm not buying that for a second. Whilst it might be true, I do not see evidence to support that thesis. No time at all. This chap can't even get out of Q1. Was once upon a time a really good driver, but at the moment, for me, he lacks motivation. That's all that I will say about that. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Do you know what I mean, Rabinda? What are we doing? Again, I'm a massive fan of Lewis. Nobody's going to tell me anything. And this is another thing that the Lewis Hamilton Brigade like to do, and F1 fans more broadly like to just do this bloody thing where they're saying, "Oh, well, you're not a real fan of Lewis. What? How do you? Who are you?" This is nonsense. How? I am an F1 content creator. These bods only know me through here. This is parasocial relationships on steroids. How can anyone tell me who I am? But I don't care that much. I'm going to come in here and spout lies. I am a Lewis Hamilton fan. Oh, you're not a proper Lewis Hamilton fan because you don't back him to the ends of the earth and talk all this. Behave yourself. Nonsense. Absolute tosh. And again, I shan't engage it. I cannot engage that sort of rubbish meaningfully. Anytime I hear that rubbish, I'm just like, I'm out. I am out. I'm not even going to use the word woke because I find that that's off the mark a little bit. Is my little man going to come in here? Right, let's go. I would bet that Perez is actually trying too hard, says Ali. Potentially, there's all sorts of kicking off back in there. Every time he gets his contract, his performance dips off, right? I don't know. Exactly. Lewis will leave. They're standing behind George. Jono, this is agency, right? And this is F1. What else would you expect? I was a Checo fan, but man, these days are over. He should not be on that team anymore. That's exactly what I said. Vlor. Exactly. That's all that I've been saying, right? With the likes of Felipe Drugovich and Teo Pourchaire, both of whom are F2 champions, Maloney, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Lawson, Doohan, Ollie Behrman, with all these guys coming in. Do you know what I mean? What are we doing here? These guys are waiting in the wings and we're extending the contract of Checo Perez, who's not even interested anymore. What are we doing? Rabinda, you're far too kind, sir. Thank you so much. Absolute legend. Right, we are T-minus 6 minutes away from a formation lap, and I am scared as fudge out here. If my star employee was leaving to my competitor, I might watch where I leave the keys to the door. This is common sense, no Macon. But apparently, some say that common sense is anything but common. Particularly when it comes to F1 fans. What's this? So we've got Mounties and we're celebrating Canada. Let's go, hybrid. What's going on? Maple syrup and F1 today. I think you are alluding to Danny Rick's helmet, which I'm not a big fan of. I must confess. Danny Rick don't got it together. A P5 start from the lad, responding very nicely to Jacques Villeneuve. But I like Jacques Villeneuve's response to Danny Rick's response more than I like Danny Rick's response, if that makes sense. Do it over more than one race, mate. Consistency is key in F1. Do you know what I mean? What are we doing here? 250 if you're watching concurrently, only 53 likes. Houston, we have ourselves a problem. Do me a favour and smahoosh the like. By the way, says A-Tube, Lando to win, both Mercedes to have contact at some point. Oh, the humanity, A-Tube. Don't jinx it, chap. Like, don't do that, please. Please. Not. No. Say it's not so. Right, I need to get some metrics on, don't I? Boo, 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 boo. Let's go. I am keen. Does anyone else feel like they've got their F1 back? I can't remember being this excited for a Grand Prix forever. Stakes. How are Max Verstappen and Maximilian Verstappen, excuse me, and King George Russell of Kingsley, Norfolk. How are they going to make it through turn 1 unscathed? Are they going to make it through turn 1? I mean, they've got a tendency. They've got history, right? Mention no names. Baku last year during the sprint quali or sprint race even. Oh, Canada indeed, says Crofty. What have you got in store for us today? It will be chaos, and I am here to ingest it with you guys today. T-minus 4 minutes till we get ourselves a cheeky formation lap, for which I am really nervous. Really nervous. Oh, the humanity. Go on then, Cameron. Let's get your stuff together, chap. Let's see if we can get oh my gosh. Palms are sweaty, mom spaghetti, B rabbit, 8 mile settings. This is now. All of a sudden, it's hit me. I'm nervous. Let's go. All right, let's go. Gonna get our friends multi-viewer on the go. And again, remember to download that app if you like to view your F1 enhanced learning edutainment with some metrics and some data to accompany. I can't even watch the visual just by itself now. I need to know what's going on. I need more. Give me the data. You know what I mean? Give it to me. I want to see splits and tyres and things that Sky Sports F1 as the internationally syndicated broadcaster just ain't going to give me, sadly, unless you press the red button. For £90 a month, one might argue that, ladies and gents, is not good enough. I hope you're all good today, though. This Sunday is going to be techie, isn't it? It is going to be techie, and I'm here for it. Right, let's go. Let's get ourselves some. Should we get ourselves? Right, let's go. I'm just going to leave this up there like that. Am I going to leave this up there like that? No. I've got OCD, ladies and gents. I'll be honest with you. Presentation is absolutely a thing for me. Right, let's go. Let's go. Come on, Cameron. Let's be having ya. Done all right there, mate. We've got ourselves some metrics as we are T-minus 2 minutes away from a formation lap. Oscar Piastri over the radio. Let's have a word. Oh, wow. Oscar Piastri being told more rain expected, but it will stop around 2:15. Says Oscar Piastri's race engineer. Oh my gosh, I'm breathe. I'm tired, but the adrenaline is flowing through my body. I cannot contain my excitement here. Let's go. Come on. Let us go. Right, let me get my cheeky metrics out here. We need ourselves a what do we need ourselves? We need ourselves a cheeky track map. Let's go. Let's go. Oh no. Okay, let's go. Right, let's go. All right. Formation lap settings, guys and girls. This is going to get techie soon. How nervous am I? What is going on? I'm hoping you guys can hear me again. I'm hoping. Come on, Cameron. Come on. Come on. You guys can hear me again. Right, let's go. I'm hoping that you guys can all hear me. But this is chaos. Check 1 2. Check 1 2. You guys dropped me. I'm sorry. This is chaos. Yeah, no, the video was stuck, but we're going again. Can you guys hear me and see me? I'm hoping that you can. This is chaos. Oh, the humanity. What's going on? Everything's letting me down. Thank you guys for being with me and my nonsense. This is chaos. Right. Okay. Come on. Come on. Come on, Cameron. All right, so we're back on 215 if you're watching still concurrently. Thank you for bearing with me. We're about to get ourselves a cheeky race start, and I'm nervous. These guys are coming towards the end of the formation lap, and it is going to be chaotic. Come on, come on. Oh, no, you guys can't see the thing. No. Oh, go away. Oh, my God, they've kicked off already. What's going on? Right, here we go. We're getting a race start. My visual 60 seconds behind you guys. Oh, my gosh. Let's go. Has Max Verstappen gone? No, oh, no. Max Verstappen has got him. Crawling, though. Crawling. Let's go, George. Nice and safe into turn one. Let's go, George Russell of Kingsley, Norfolk. Very, very nice and safe, aren't they? Skittish, but George Russell has got away nicely, chap. Managed to get on the combined exit on the throttle. Let's go, George Russell. Very, very skittish. They are indeed struggling for grip. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. Who's on... Go on, then. These Haas are going to be in a good position, aren't they? Look at Hulkenberg up 3 positions already. So too Esteban Ocon. Kevin Magnussen up 3 positions. These Haas are all of a sudden in a very strong position, right? Look at this. Rapid fire. Oh, the humanity. Lewis Hamilton got ahead of bloody Danny Ritt. Oh my gosh, let's go. This is chaos. Yeah, let these drivers go out on the proper wet for once. None of this, it's not too safe business. You know what I mean? Let's go. Let us go. It is a bit too simply. My heart too, David Johnson. I'm telling you, this is chaos. They are all sliding. Yeah, but they need to wait for it, right? Because it's going to be dry for a minute. Haas went with the wet, and it might be a plan. The Haas is just nailing it in the wets. Haas are going to be... Look at this. Haas are going to be leading the race anytime at this rate. K-Mag is up 6 places already. Hulkenberg up 5 places. K-Mag currently in 8th. Again, he's going to be lapping rapidly, isn't he? 32 in Sector 2. 37.6. He's lapping quicker than George Russell. Oh my gosh, Carlos Sainz. Carlos Sainz goes straight up. What is going on? Oh, the humanity. Although George doing really well. Maybe this Mercedes thing is real. Those Astons were set for wet weather. My guy Peter Winter talked a lot about that in his qualifying review, didn't he? That Hamilton had set up for more downforce. Hence why his speed on through the speed trap was nowhere near that of his teammate George Russell. Oh my God, Carlos Sainz down in 15th. That is bad. Wow. K-Mag up to 7th. Hulkenberg up to 12th, having started 18th. Oh, the humanity. George putting in purples, though, which means, I think, that the track might be coming to him. Plenty of rain. Oh, no. Plenty of rain, says Ted K. It's coming to Haas. Oh, my gosh. Yes, Sainz went off, didn't he? No DRS on the wets. No, not for now, HD. They'll announce when it gets dry. It's too dangerous. Let's go, Jomo. K-Mag up into 5th. That is bonkers. 6th for now by my reckoning, but he's quick, isn't he? Look at that, 30.7. He's lapping every bit as quick as George Russell. Oh my God, K-Mag actually up into 5th. Wow, Haas masterstroke, eh? It is still raining. It is still raining with no sign of abating. Haas, ladies and gents, have the whip hand. Cameron, could you please shift the data a little to the left? Sorry. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Hang on. I need to just do something back here. I can, of course, do that. I just need to make sure... I don't know what's going on, chat. This is just ridiculous at the moment. Bear with. I'm going to sort this out. We will overcome, I promise. Maybe try a different device or internet connection. It's too chaotic at the moment. I don't know what's going on. 1 second. I will sort this. We problem solve out here. Right, here we go. Not that one. All right, cool. We've done that. All right. Back on. I'm back. All right, Corey, thank you so much. Let's get this on the go properly. And then we're good to go. Let me just do this. All right. Stop here. Come on, Cameron, get your ish together, chap. Oh wow, the rain's just starting to ease up. Let's go. Oh my God, the weather forecast been fairly accurate thus far. Remember, Oscar Piastri. I think we're just going to have to go with this, chat. It's nonsense. I'm so sorry. But everything is just kicking off chaotic. Let's get this up. No, let's get this one up. Oh, Cameron. See, every time I do this, chat, it bloody... Yeah, no, I'm so sorry, chat. This is nonsense. As the race is kicking off properly in earnest. It's unacceptable. I know, Peter, I'm so sorry. It's ridiculous. Bear with. I need to just sort out this last thing, don't I? Can I do it? K-Mag, fastest man on the track. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Hopefully I'm back. Oh, Kenny, what a nightmare. Right, let's go. Should we just... I'm so sorry, Annie. Absolutely outrageous. And you know what the joke is? I want to get this bloody information up here, but I'm afraid that when I do it, it's gonna SH1T the bed again. Right, let me close down some things, and hopefully it might work. Can you guys see me now? Hopefully you guys can see and hear me, and everything's good now. Hopefully. For fuck's sake. Okay, you guys can see me at least. Right. Oh, Journo, what am I doing? Shall I risk it again and try and bring up this bloody information and have it crash again? Right, let's go. Let's go. Shall I leave it or shall I risk it? Because we need information, don't we? We need information. All clear. I'm going to try it one last time, guys. Let me close down everything and then... What an absolute nightmare. Don't do it. Look at this, even Task Manager. Everything's just crashing on my screen. Fuck. Right, close everything. Third time's a charm. Lisa, am I gonna roll the dice? Do I gamble? Right. It's the horse, isn't it? The story of this. Someone sent home Sergeant Sudan. Don't be so horrible. He's not good though, is he? He confessed, didn't he? He said as much in Monaco post-quali that was the best that he had, bless him. An admission of guilt. And James Vowles has said that he wants 2 world-class drivers. I don't think that includes you, chap. Oh, sun coming out. Oscar Piastri's. Yeah, Annie, it's going to get techie all of a sudden. But can the horse get to the front before then? Where are the horse? Oh, they're dropping down, aren't they? K-Mag up to 4th. Oh, the humanity. Wow. They're going to need to pit, though, imminently, aren't they? The horse on 6-lap old wets. Oh, my gosh. This is chaos. Who just rejoined out of Alonso? Oscar Piastri. What is going on? Who's pitted? Crofty's going on like somebody's pitted. Pretty entertaining, eh, Kidney Super? It's a shame that I can't get bloody data to match. Alonso car control. He's a different grave. He's Fernando Plan Alonso. Always, each and every single time. Chase Sainz going to pick up Audi. Williams, I think. Williams is the chat that I'm hearing currently. Right, one last time. I'm going to try this one last time, chat. Never ever again, though. Right, let's go for this. Oh, wow. When I'm asking, please tell me, says Shaw. Right, let's go. That's worked. Can we get some numbers up? All right. Come on. Right, we're going to get some numbers up, chat. K-Mag coming into the pits to pack for. You can see the track graph. Okay, I just need to do... Oh, it's so annoying, this. Right, come on, Cameron. You can do it. Get your act together, Cameron. Come on. Let's get some... Right, that's good. Bear with, chat. You guys are legends. I'm so sorry for these technical difficulties, but apparently it happens sometimes. These are the travails of being a bloody YouTuber. And then this is that. Okay, come on. He's only gone and done it, chat. He's hoping it doesn't just freeze on me last minute again. Martin Brundle cracking jokes saying that they were so slow into the first corner that we needed a calendar. Right. Done. We've got things. Right, just leave it, Cameron. Right, chat, I'm not touching anything ever again now because it's just going to crash. I need to get myself a new screen. He did it though in the end. He did it. It's not very sexy at the top here, but whatever. All right, we have data. Thank you, multi-viewer. We got there in the end. Thank you, chat, for those of you. 219 concurrently. You guys are absolute legends. Thank you so much for bearing with me. We have ourselves a stream. You guys are bloody legends. Let's go. Well, it's not frozen now. Well, I'm not touching it again, Kenny, because it will. A cheeky old computer. Right, where are we? Let's get ourselves some tips. We've got the map. I just need to. Whatever. Right, let's go. Okay, currently you run runners and riders. George Russell doing ever so well. Currently leading this Grand Prix, isn't he? What a legend. Down to Verstappen in second. Norris and Piastri, both McLarens in third. We are as we were as we started. This is Monaco settings as far as the top four. Fernando Alonso up one place into fifth. Lewis Hamilton, legend, up a position into first. It's Danny Rick that's flopped it, isn't he? Starting fifth, down 3 places. Nico Hulkenberg up into 11th. So K-Mag has pitted now for a cheeky set of inters. That is very interesting that he didn't wait for the dries, but it doesn't look like it's dry conditions aren't on the horizon necessarily. Not anytime soon, at least, because it's still raining. We are 10 laps into a 70-lap race, and this is chaos. Your top movers, Ocon has risen 5 places. Nico Hulkenberg is up 11. And again, his Haas teammate, bloody Nora, K-Mag. K-Mag has come out in exactly the position that he started. What's impossible to overtake with these issues? Charles Leclerc's not a happy man, is he? He hasn't been of late. At least. Bloody Nora. This is chaos, ladies and gents. I don't know what to make of it. Right, get this somewhere. This is chaos. How do you like your F1, chat? You know what I mean? This isn't bad at all. If I expand this, is everything going to crash again? No, leave that. Right, go away. Right, what are you guys saying in the chat? I apologise for these technical difficulties, but 230 of you are absolute legends for bearing with. I cannot thank you guys enough. Infinitely grateful. Andre says, sounds like Leclerc has issues. Leclerc has attitude issues of late. No, I like it. I want to see Charles Leclerc be like this. Red Bull riding curves. Behave yourself, Jay. I never thought I would see that this weekend, although I was looking at the onboard of Max in quali, and he was quite similar to George Russell. Maybe riding a little less curb through 13, 14 than George Russell, but similar. Only the discerning guy could spot the difference. They're still riding curbs, aren't they? I can't believe that. Look at these, you're right. I can't believe Max Verstappen. McLaren say that there's no rain until lap 33. This is chaos then. Oh my God. Hulkenberg's going to get caught short, isn't he? Up 11 places. Box, Nico. Box, chap. Change those wet tyres before you lose all those 11 places, mate. Let's have a look at Hulkenberg's lap times. Oh my gosh, he was lapping equivalent to George Russell. Not now though. Sector 1 from Hulkenberg, 28th place, 26.2 from George Russell. Pit, Haas and Nico Hulkenberg. Pit now, as soon as you can. We've lost calories watching these first 10 laps. It's nerve-wracking, isn't it? Max is climbing over them. He is, Andre. Bonkers in the wet. You know, I was just watching my old mate Peter T. I was just watching back the Brazil 2016 race. Max Verstappen is not afraid of curbs in the wet, which is remarkable because if you've ever gone karting, if you touch those curbs, whoosh, That's what happens. Instant spinach. So it's remarkable that these guys are riding curbs in the bloody wet. Max is faster than George at the moment. Andre, let's check it. Well, purple from Lando and Norris. I think Max has. Let's have a look at their fast lap. Yeah, he is, isn't he? Best lap of Max Verstappen, 129.3, as versus George Russell's 129.7. Oh, the humanity. Lando Norris just goes 128.0. So this is what's going to happen now, chat. As the track starts to evolve, it will come back to them. We're going to see purple sectors across the board. Purple in each of the 3 sectors was Lando Norris. Oh my gosh. Ted Kravitz says Max is absolutely flying. Oh my God. In 15 laps, so it's currently lap 12, 15 laps, so lap 27, expecting short rainfall, says GP to Max Verstappen. This race is chaos. Who's going to be Ayrton Senna in Donington in 1993? Eh? Which one of these? These 10 laps were crazy, right? Like everybody's going around on tiptoes. Journo, Hulkenberg's rubbers are melting. Yeah, he's going backwards now, isn't he? As you would expect. Still 9 places up, but he needs to box. I think what Hulkenberg's trying to do is extend this stint as far as possible, right? And just, do you know what I mean? Pit when the weather conditions have stabilised. Oh yeah, 5-second penalty. False start. Oh no, Daddy Rick. The curse of Jacques Villeneuve, eh? Do you know what I mean? He said he wanted to do it over the course of a race distance, not just quali. And look now, he has been proven right now. What are we doing? Talk now, Danny Rick. You know what I mean? Lando's pace is ridiculous. He's rapid, but I think. I know he's gone purple again, hasn't he? In sector 3 as Lando. Oh, the humanity. It's consistently quick. But he's backed off. It's interesting, this. Because the front 2 have gapped Lando and Oscar. I wonder what's going on there. Maybe they've just backed off to clear the dirty air. But surely if it's dirty air, you wouldn't back off to the tune of 7 seconds. That doesn't make sense. Maybe Max and Russell are just quicker. I don't know. We've only one dry line. Max can't move. Yeah, there's no overtaking to be done in this. Although, go back and watch Brazil 2016, and that didn't seem to perturb. Expecting another rain in 20 minutes. Just be careful not to tear the Inter. Tell me what you'd like me to do then, responds George Russell. These conditions are difficult. This, ladies and gents, is going to get techie. 13 laps in, Hulkenberg pops in for a cheeky switch over to the Inters. So this race, it looks like, has come back. Tussle going to be in the bin. Oh my gosh. Let's have a look. Yeah, DRS. Well, not DRS because it's still wet. Max Verstappen is in full predator mode, although Lando Norris is starting to gain on the front 2, right? 6.5 seconds away and was 7 seconds as at the last lap. Did Jacques Villeneuve save Liam Lawson's career? I don't know. There's too many young guns sitting on the bench at the moment. It's not good enough, is it? Let's go, Lewis. Lewis up to 6th. Yeah, but Lewis, just chill out for now, mate. Stay out of the dirty air, surely, unless you're going to have a cheeky go. Oof. David Croft says that's helping cool down the tyres as Lewis Hamilton starts to stalk. The man from Oviedo, Astoria, Juan Fernando Planalonso. Let's go, Lewis. Oh, no. Nothing doing. Don't get too excited too soon. I think it will probably be slicks within 20 minutes. Well, you can't do it now. Yeah, you can't do it now, mate. The rain's coming. George Russell not listening to his race engineer, mate. Why are you going to pit for slicks if more rain is expected? Come on, George. Russell can't maintain speed. Might fry his tyres. Well, would it be the first time, Jay? Half a second of delta. Go on, then. Alonso's 10 seconds behind. So Alonso currently is 10.7 seconds behind the race lead. Or sorry, behind Oscar Piastri. 24 seconds behind the race lead. This is techie now. I'm trying to work it out. 25 seconds. Alonso 1.3 seconds. Yeah, so I think what we're saying then is that the likes of George Russell and Max Verstappen can pit and potentially come out ahead of Fernando El Plan Alonso. This is going to get techie. But this is where the pincer movement that is the undercut and overcut of McLaren in the hands of Lando Norris and George Russell surely come into play as Lando Norris goes purple again. All of a sudden, Lando Norris has a hot hand. Ladies and gents, David J lost the time. 1.6 seconds is the delta between Alonso and Lewis Hamilton. Looking down, Danny Rick's gotten dropped, hasn't he, differently? He's far. Come on, Danny Ricky. You got to hold on to points here now. Under pressure from Lance Stroll. Leclerc will be on the move, as will Yuki Tsunoda. Story of the day. Can Danny Rick hang on to points and prove one Jacques Villeneuve incorrect in his assertions? So far, this race is lit. Yeah, no, it's a decent race. Hammy's no longer attacking Alonso. Yeah, he's backed off or made a mistake. I didn't see. Oof. Right, let's go. David Crofty rightfully points out that Lando Norris... Yeah, no, Lando Norris has pace, but George Russell is controlling. The problem is, as this dries, is Max Verstappen going to have a nibble? I don't think... Max is a moth to a flame here. He can't help himself. He cannot help himself. If there is an opportunity, Max will have a cheeky nibble. Max is going to overtake. Great minds think alike, Andre. As soon as he gets an opportunity, it's a rated 18 minutes. I love it. 15 laps on the slicks. It's going to get techie. Maybe... Oh my gosh. Come on, Lando. Lando will be sniffing his second victory here. Come on, Lando. Get moving, chap. Get moving. Oh, the humanity. I did McLaren for the win. HD, there's stuff that needs to happen for the McLaren win just yet, you know? Like we can't jump to assumptions. It's gonna be close and it's gonna be techie, but a lot needs to play out. Pit stops, there are variables, the weather. What's going on? It's gonna get very techie, although Brundle rightly points out that the front two potentially have a pit stop in hand now as far as their gap. I missed the start. Why has Norris been faffing around? Also, 10 minutes till rain. Exactly this, Jordan. It is 10-15 minutes till rain again. Light showers apparently. And I don't know what happened to Lando. I think this circuit is challenging to these drivers as far as getting the tyres into the optimum window. That was the story yesterday in quali. And that appears to be the story today. As Karun Chunduk theorises, if there is a safety car, what do you do? Because there might be a safety car around here, right, with this in these conditions. Oh, the humanity. It's going to get a bit techie, this. It is going to get a bit techie. Rain coming in 13 minutes, says Crofty. Yeah. Well, what do you mean? Why would you put on slicks if there's rain coming, Crofty? What are you talking about, chap? Right, let's have a go. Let me get some visuals on. Fastest lap from Lando again. Holy smoke. Hot hand. Max Verstappen runs wide. Turn one. Oh my God. It looks like he's lost something off the back of that car. Yeah. Bodywork damage. Max Verstappen. Holy smoke. Who said... Did anybody say George Russell was a killer? Very measured from this chap. Yeah. Jazztastic. He's doing a decent job, isn't he? Keeping Maximilian Verstappen very controlled. That's another uncharacteristic error from Maximilian Verstappen. Oh yeah, he just ran wide, didn't he? Oh, not a massive error. An error nevertheless, but not a mistake of consequence necessarily. Although saying that, one Lando Norris is right on his back, eh? Oh my gosh, 0.8. You know what the Max detractors are going to say now? He can't take pressure under circumstances that aren't favourable. He always makes mistakes. Behave yourself. Save that. Not just yet. You can't say that now. Did you not see 2021? DRS enabled. Norris on the hunt. Oh, the humanity journo. It is getting exciting. Can Lando Norris put one up the inside? Oh, the humanity. This is chaos. Right. Come on, Cameron. Oof, DRS is enabled. Let's go. Don't mind if I do, chat. Do not mind if I do. Oh my, 3 DRS zones as well. I did not know this, Crofty. Go on then. Let's have a go as Max Verstappen is clipping, desperately trying to charge his battery. He's struggling, isn't he, Max? He's struggling. 0.3 is the diff. Okay, so Lando backs off ever so slightly. Oh, the humanity. Oh my gosh. We have circumstance. Can you imagine driving this make? And I've driven in similar conditions, not race cars, but karts on slicks, and it's just bonkers, mate. Peter Windsor said he expected V-Carb may struggle not setting up for the Reds. Peter Windsor, honestly, he's never a million miles away from the truth, is Peter. There are some false prophet analysts out there, but Peter Windsor is not one of them. He's got this an understanding of the underlying, because he's got so much skin in the game. Go on, Lando. Lando having a cheeky look. Oh, the humanity with DRS. Purple sectors again purple laps from Lando and Norris. That McLaren all of a sudden has caught fire. Has he not? Do me a favour and smash the like, chat. It's going to get techie here. Come on, Lando, Sedan says. Lewis is over if he doesn't get by Alonso soon. But he's got to bide his time. It's wet still. Do you know what I mean? Give the fella a chance. As critical as I have been of Lewis Hamilton and his pace or lack thereof in quali, I mean, give the fella a bit of a chance. Just a bit. You know what I mean? Give that chap a chance. You know, I'm not even going to do that for fear that my bloody thing crashes again. Oh, wow. Do you hear that from Crofty? The George Russell has led more laps in today's race than he has in the 31 Grand Prix since he won Brazil. What is going on? This is bonkers. Right, I'm nervous. Go on, Lando. Lando's got traction and pace to burn, hasn't he? Go on then, Lando. 0.282 is the difference. Go on, Lando. Go on, mate. It's drying up now. Oh, Lando. Come on, Lando. See, this is where I'm going to criticise Lando. Surely, mate. How much patience do you want to have? You gotta make a move, chap, at some point now, Lando. Put one up at the inside. Oh, fudge cake. Come on, Lando. What's he doing? How long do you want to wait, Lando? McLaren F1 race. What are we doing? Lando is too polite to try a pat. It looks like that. If that was Max Verstappen, can you imagine? He would have nailed it up the inside. What is this? I know, David. It's ridiculous, eh? Go on then. Let me get my visuals up. Go on, Lando. 0.4 is the delta. Is Lando going to have a go? 0.2, 0.3. Come on, Lando. You got to make it stick now, mate. This is where questions about your racecraft are going to get answered. Hamilton within DRS of Fernando Alonso. This is chaos. Chat. Go on, Lando, mate. Let's have a go, chap. 0.4 is the difference. Oh, gosh. Has Maximilian done enough to... Ooh, Lando, mind your spatial distance, chap. Oh, he's done it. Oh my gosh. Lando's overtaken Max Verstappen. Let me see the visual on behind. Oh, wow. It was easy. Oh, the humanity, chat. Traction. Combined exit. Now go get George, says Kenny. Wow, they've got pace, haven't they? Lando and George, let's go. Lando won't give George the same respect as he did Max Verstappen. Those two know each other. Go on, and let's see about Oscar as well on Max. 5 seconds is the delta. See, Piastri needs to sort out his race pace. This is not good enough. How is he 5 seconds down the road from Lando Norris? What's going on there? Come on, Oscar. Get moving, chap. 1.1 purple from Lewis Hamilton. Jeez, Norris to pass George now. Oh, no. Let's have a go, Sedan. Oh. You're already there, to be fair. Russell's back. His tyres are dead. Let's have a look. What's the delta? Yeah, 0.4. Oh, the humanity. Is Lando just going to... Oh, my gosh. Is Lando just going to devour? He needs to make it quick. What Lando can't afford to do is hesitate to the point where Max Verstappen climbs on his gearbox. If ever there were a time to get this done quickly, Lando, then this would be that. Looks like he's just done it. Look at that. How easy was that? How quick are these? You know what McLaren have done? Here's what I'm. Oh my gosh, Max Verstappen just nails George Russell. Wow. Oh wow. Jeez. That's bonkers. Max Verstappen nails George Russell. Russell needs to push to pass. Exactly. George dropped the ball there. Yeah, it was racecraft day. Maybe he's not the killer that I think he's, but no, listen. Let's have a look at this on George Russell. Wow, Lando nailed him. Oh my gosh, George absolutely bails out. No, not an unsafe release. Oh, and then Max nailed him. George Russell mistake. Come on, King George. What's that all about, chap? What is that all about, chap? We don't like unforced errors and mistakes. Not on this channel. Yeah, he aborted. He saw the wall of champs coming right. All is okay on screen. Let's go. Thank you, Michael. It's chaos. Your King George bottled it, says Ronaldinho. It's techie, isn't it? Yeah, he's quick, but he needs to work on his racecraft. Bloody no, right? Imagine if Lewis catches and passes George now. Go on then, your runners and riders, 300 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour, if you could, and smash the like so that the YouTube algorithm knows that we're not messing about. Ferrari indeed are struggling, Andre. As ever, Lando Norris currently is your race lead. Maximilian Verstappen, 4 seconds adrift. I like the way Lando did that. I know he's got pace in hand, but I like the way Lando did that expeditiously. Maximilian Verstappen in second. Russell completes the podium positions. Behind him, Piastri, 1 second adrift. Alonso, a further 15 seconds adrift. Lewis Hamilton, 0.5. So the next action on track is Lewis on Alonso, but Alonso is a wily old fox, right? Nothing easy goes past Fernando Plan Alonso, despite the fact that they're nearly touching. Ricciardo behind him. Stroll, Albon, Tsunoda, both Ferraris in 11th and 12th. What is going on, chat? I do not understand. I'm tired of all the Max fans here, Ronaldinho says. Blimey. Mate, I'm a massive Max fan. I can't even tell lies. Don't know about him as a cat. I don't know if I'd want to go for a drink with him down the local publican. But he's a brilliant driver. Nando's pulling away big star. He's got pace in hand. What is Lewis doing? Kyle. Let's not, mate. It's wet. I want to make excuses for our guy, but Lando showed everyone how to do it just now, eh? Maybe he doesn't have that much pace. And plus, since George is dropping like a stone, is that not a barometer of exactly how much pace these lot have in hand? You know what I mean? Are they really that quick? Really? Mercedes, are they really sold for the hills? Are they pole quick? I don't know. Clearly something's happened to their race. Come on then, Lewis. Let's be having you, chap. Let's be having you, chap. Come on, Lewis Hamilton. Oh no, dark clouds ahead. 47 laps left. They said, right, lap 27 the rain was coming for. They did tell us. They had said. Right, who have you got? How is McLaren so fast all of a sudden? Andrea Stella is an absolute legend. The Pep Guardiola of Formula One. Listen to his interview on Beyond the Grid. His incredible mind. Super focused on processes rather than outcomes, and I like that sort of stuff. Go on then, guys. Let me know your race winner. I think there's a lot of racing to be done, but I want you guys to accurately predict who's going to win this race. Let's go. 300 of you watching concurrently. Thank you so much. I'm grateful ad infinitum. Let me know in the poll who's going to win this race, lest I choose to make a cheeky bet on the winner. Bloody no, it's very dark all of a sudden. Who there's wins around here in these conditions, right? Reminiscent of Ayrton Senna in 1993. Sargent, what's going on with Logan? Go on then, you runners and riders. Let's go for it. Lando Norris, 9 seconds down the road. How? How's he done that? In a couple of laps? Like bloody Nora. Got pace in hand, and why is he still pushing and doing purples? Yellow flag. Oh gosh. Logan. Come on, Logan. Logan Sargent in the barrier yet again. Error prone is an understatement. He wasn't lying when he said of his Monaco qualifying lap that that's all he had. That's all the pace that he had. Sometimes F1 isn't for everyone. It's a different level. You can't handle it. If you can't take the heat, you need to get out of the kitchen. Make way. Oh my God, Oscar Piastri. Chill out, chap. Oof. Safety car anytime soon. Anytime soon. There we go. Safety car. Safety car. Safety car. Safety car. Safety car. Logan Sargent has been unable to extricate himself from that position. So we are safety carring. That takes a bit of the excitement out of it because everybody's going to come in. But what tyres are they going to go on? That is the key. In the pits, Max Verstappen, Russell, Oscar Piastri, but Lando has stayed out. Has he missed the pit lane? Oh no, Lando. No, what tyres are they putting on though? That's the key. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, Lewis comes in. Alonso comes in for a new set of tyres. All eyes Inters. Oh my gosh. Max Verstappen, Russell puts on Inters. Oscar Piastri puts on Inters again. One of these. Is somebody going to go for dries? Oh my gosh. George and Max racing doing in the pit lane. Oh my gosh. Look at that Mercedes with the sharp pit stops. What's going on? Everybody's got Inters, chap. What are you talking about, Martin Brundle? No one's on slicks. But somebody, if they were brave, could potentially, if they fancied themselves a cheeky Ayrton Senna de Silva, then somebody will put on slicks, say. Norris not going to win now. I know it's techie jazz-tastic. Look at this. 20. Oh, it's going to be close. Lando. No, Lando. He's been shafted by the timing of that safety car, hasn't he? Oh, Lando. Oh, the humanity. The delta between Lando. It's 18. It's going to be close. 18 seconds is the delta. They're under safety car. Everyone's on Inters. Brundle, come on. Loving this race, League. It's not bad, eh? I know. He'll be all right. Lando will be all right because they're under safety car conditions. He must be able to get in and out. He must be able to get in and out and come out in front of Verstappen. Surely, under safety car conditions, surely. Finally, some entertaining race. I know, Ronaldinho. It's all right. I don't think Lando is screwed, D. Murphy. I'll be honest with you. Hybrid Piastri win, baby. Told you all. Houseway. How is Piastri going to bang this? He's still got to overtake Russell, Verstappen. Lando's come in the pits and he's already been overtaken. Oh no, Lando. Lando's going to come out behind Max Verstappen, isn't he? Look at that. Oh, fudge. Lando comes out into fourth. Oh my gosh, Lando just about holds on to third. How's he done that in... Oh my gosh, Lando will be fuming. The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away. Remember the safety car and the way he benefited from it in Miami? And ultimately the timing of this safety car has screwed him potentially out of a race victory. FFS indeed, McLaren F1 race. The racing God giveth and they taketh away. They're going to WTF kind of strategy is that bye-bye Lando. He missed it, didn't he? He missed him. Oh my gosh, Danny Rick having to undergo his penalty. You runners and riders, go on then. Disappointed that nobody's not come out on slicks. But Max Verstappen, Russell, Lando, Piastri, Lewis Hamilton, your top five. Beneath them, Alonso. How's Lewis? Lewis managed to somehow jump Fernando Alonso in the pits. Oh, the humanity. What is going on here? This is bonkers. Absolute bonkers. You guys can hear my little man in the background probably. Let me do one of these. Oh wow! Did you hear that pit engineer say? That race engineer said, "What goes around comes around." Was that Max Verstappen's engineer? That's chaos. Absolute chaos. How dare he? Still under safety car conditions. Max Verstappen has the lead. Never back against that chap. His team are too powerful. Ridiculous. 307 if you're watching concurrently. Sargent is just like Latifi, keeps screwing up the races. I know, a little bit, Zidane. Making it interesting. I was just talking about the genesis story of the pace car. Pace car was its name in IndyCar. Cameron F1 in the pits. Pace car was the original name in IndyCar, and Bernie Ecclestone was watching Nigel Mansell in IndyCar and liked the way it was a curveball, right? IndyCar, the IndyCar demographic, the live viewing audience was doing one of these while Nigel Mansell was over there in 1993, I want to say. So Bernie Ecclestone said, why don't we bring this pace car into F1 as a safety car? And the first time they deployed safety car was in 1994 at the now notorious Imola Grand Prix. Hybrid says, "Does Cameron Jr.?" You guys have a guess. Let me know who you guys think is Cameron Jr.'s favourite driver. There's one name. If you ask him, you will always hear him say, "Oh my God, forgot Kyle." What is Checo Perez? 17th. What a waste, man. Nobody's going to take. Yeah, he is undeserving of that 2-year contract. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? Eddie's loving this race. It's a decent race, right? Lando still has a chance. It's raining. He's got to overtake. It's tough to overtake in the rain now. This restart is going to be epic. Let me get my eyes on it. I don't think it is. I think they're still on their tippy toes, right? There's not a lot that they can do, really. When it's raining, it's changeable conditions. You don't know where. Waste, man. I don't care what anybody says. So many Checo Perez fundamentalists have come for me. But my truth saying about this Checo Perez, he's a restart master, isn't he, old fart? He's not bad. They need to... Somebody, please. Oh, we're just watching a replay of the race start. Why are we doing another standing start? If they're going to do a rolling start, hey Cameron, what's your thoughts on bringing back refueling for male entertainment? Too dangerous. Too dangerous. Fisher. Too dangerous. Leclerc out. Behave yourself, Journo. Leclerc's in the pits. Leclerc looks pissed. Oh no, Leclerc head down. Come on, Charles. Lewis Hamilton's decision. Oh, Leclerc on the radio. Leclerc's like, what am I going out for, mate? Why am I going to take some risk? No sense. Leclerc's not on it, is he? At all? Yeah, this isn't Charles Leclerc. How is Leclerc on slicks? Yeah, of course. Of course, lads. They have put him on hards, haven't they? It was worth a try. Worth a try, maybe. Smoke. Put Charles Leclerc on hard tyres. I mean, you may as well try something, Kay. Jeez, but Crofty's saying it's very dark and gloomy. More rain expected. Oh, the humanity, Jack. They reset the Ferrari and using slicks to catch up, James. Good luck with that weather. You know what this reminds me as far as Shah? It reminds me of the time in Brazil in 2022 when in quali they sent him out on Inters. Sometimes you can outthink yourself, right? Why? Like, what are you doing here? Okay, Bert Mylander's come in now. Go on then, let's see Max Verstappen. Max doing his normal winding thing, and then he's going to do one of these, and he's going to do one of and then he's going to go. Standard every time. Oh, he's gone. He's gone on the turn. George Russell has a nice cheeky slipstream. George Russell just backing it now on the back of this Lando, the timing of the safety car. But sadly for these lot, there's no overtaking to be done around here off the racing line because it's not dry enough. For Pete's sake, if Charles wins, it would be the most earned victory in F1 history. I guess it was retire or take a chance. Agreed, James. Sometimes you've got to try it. Is it technically dry at the moment for one lap? I don't think it's dry. Well, go on then. All right. So let's look at Charles' sector times. Sector times 29.3 from Charles. I suppose this will be a rangefinder from Charles the first time round. Oof. Russell and Verstappen turn 14, rejoining unsafely. Behave yourself, FIA. Wind your necks in. There's drops on the lens. More rain coming. Yisha says, hey Cameron, recently in an interview, Stella said McLaren got more speed than before. Do you think Lando can utilise it? Been utilising it, Jisha. He's been utilising it. They're faster, right? I think they've been leveraging. I think, Oscar Piastri's encroaching upon Lando Norris's teammates' gearbox. Oh, the humanity. Leclerc told to keep it on track. Gone. All eyes on Charles Leclerc's splits. No, he's nowhere near, is he? Look at this. It's too wet. 29.3 for Charles Leclerc. 25.2 in sector 1 from the race lead. It's not worked out, has it? Charles must have been thinking, what's the point, man? Just bring me in. Come on. Max breaks DRS huge, yeah. 0.3 standard. Maximilian Verstappen, he finds a way to win, right? Sees victory from the jaws of defeat each and every single time. What are we doing here? I mean, come on. Gosh, this is memeable. Charles Leclerc driving around on dry, hard compound tyres. And it's raining. What are we doing? This is nonsense. Of course, GR is out of DRS range, mate. I don't know if he's got pace. 31 laps of a 70-lap race remaining. I think we've got a lot more racing to go in this, I'll be honest with you guys. I think there is more racing and more changeable conditions. This isn't over by any stretch of the imagination. But I was talking to my old mate, Peter Turney, legendary racer back in his heyday. Oh my God, what are these like doing? Oof. Oh my gosh. Alex Albon. Cheeky chap. Reminiscent of Mika Hakkinen. Or Michael Schumacher back in the day. And what's his name? Look at that. Nailed 2 in 1. Very dangerous that in the wet though. Bloody Nora. Alex Albon. Very sexy. I do not hate that from Alex at all. Very sexy overtaking manoeuvre. Overtaking a day. No competition, eh? Give that to Alex Albon ahead of time from now. Yeah, no, he's done, Kenny. Charles Leclerc has no... I mean, what are they doing? You can't legislate. Lewis Hamilton would be looking over at Maranello thinking, did I do the right thing, really? Charles Leclerc out in the wet on hard compound tyres. Why is Charles Leclerc each and every single time? He's going to be thoroughly cheesed up. All this talk of bloody being a competitor, Sky F1 making videos. Michael, let's go. Welcome to the club, mate. Thank you so much for the support. Watch out for Lewis and Lando. They have good race pace. Carlos front end plate just went flying for right. Oh yeah, just saw it. Oh my gosh. Pierre Gasly's a flipping liability. Oh my gosh. Is Pierre really trying to put one at the inside of Carlos Sainz here? Behave yourself. That's too ambitious, Jack. Far too ambitious. Plan XYZ. Oh, it's a mistake merchant Scuderia Ferrari again, isn't it? Hybrid. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the Matt Gallagher meltdown. He's going to be fuming, isn't he? He's not going to like this. Bless him. Gosh, Charles Leclerc's about to get that. What are we doing, Scuderia Ferrari? Absolute nonsense. Bit of rain in 2 or 3 minutes, says Karun. No more rain until after the end of the race. So maybe Charles Leclerc might come into play here because he doesn't need to. Oh my gosh, Carlos. Carlos getting a bit deep into turn 10 there. Come on, Chair. 390 of you watching concurrently. 142 of you have smashed the likes. Do me a favour and smahoosh that like button, por favor. We have ourselves. Go on then. Where are we? Currently, we have 38 laps of a 70-lap race. Currently, Max Verstappen is 1 second down the road from George Russell, King George Russell of King's Lynn, Norfolk. Norris follows, having been sabotaged. Got the equal and opposite as far as safety car timing, hasn't he? As what he had in Miami. Oscar Piastri in 4th, Lewis Hamilton in 5th, Alonso, Tsunoda, Stroll leads Albon, leads Ocon. Those are your point scoring positions. Charles Leclerc, by the way, also noteworthy, is in 19th. Last play. What are we? Come on, Scuderia Ferrari. On dry, hard compound tyres, of course. Cheers, Ferrari. Good game, lads. I can't even leverage this at I would love to criticise Charles Leclerc for this, but it's not his fault, is it? Absolutely not his fault. What are we doing here, chat? Come on, Scuderia Ferrari. You lot are better than this, surely. What, in 2024 we're still making these naughty mistakes? Absolutely lazy engineered thoughts. Do me a favour, smash the like. This is going to be chaos. 52% of you think the Lando Norris is going to win the race, but circumstances have changed, as is the weather, isn't it? Half the race to go. I can't take this as McLaren F1 race. Andre, this is what actual sabotage looks like. Oh my gosh. There you go, Andre, linking it back. Leclerc, unwilling. It's not willful neglect, though. It's unconscious incompetence from Scuderia Ferrari. That's what we're seeing by the... I can't even tolerate it. My eyes keep watering. What's going on? Checo is channeling his inner Kimi. Where is Checo? Where is Checo? 16th. I'm going to defend Checo Perez ever so slightly because, I mean, what's he supposed to do in this? You can't overtake, right? Not here. Like, what are we doing? We got Michael. Yeah, that's it. No, mate. Absolutely. Legend. Listen, you guys that are watching these streams and these videos, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Properly. Infinitely. Because I appreciate you guys watching my ramblings and joining me here on these streams. Because it's sometimes the F1 content creation space get a bit lonely in my vulnerable moments. But I digress. He's collecting a check. Oh, there's Kyori. I shouldn't crack those jokes. The Checo Perez mafia will come for me again and tell me that I'm leveraging isms. I'm being xenophobic et al. Behave yourself. Behave yourself. What are we doing? If I ever showed you this message that I got from this Checo Perez fundamentalist, it was so rude. You would never even know. McLaren F1, this race should take the whole 2-hour window. It could indeed. McLaren F1 race, for the avoidance of doubt, 2 hours. If the race takes longer than 2 hours, potentially they just cut it, don't they? And take the order as it was. Thanks, fam. Much love from Australia. Let's go, Michael. You're a legend, mate. Jomo says, if we could get 200 likes, that would be awesome. Oh, you must get to 200 likes, Jomo. Surely it would be an grievance. Kyrie, a legend. And thank you for backing me through all the technical difficulties, the unforeseen ones. Technical difficulties. Unforeseen hitherto. Martin Brundle expects more rain. The track is mad, isn't it? I think we need change of book. This track needs to dry out now. I think. No further rain. Blue sky thinking. What a clown, Crofty. I don't know about Crofty's quips these days. He's too jokey. I need a serious play-by-play commentator. Go on then, let's have a look at. Yeah, Ocon's done 35 laps on tyres and has gained 10 places for the privilege. Bottas is 5 up. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Lewis Hamilton also brought right into play. So good shout, Curran. 0.6 seconds adrift of of Oscar Piastri's McLaren in 4th position. Oh, the humanity. The indignity of being lapped by Charles Leclerc. That's not nice. You know what I mean? That's not good. Who's going to help George by pushing McLarens? I don't think helping George will be front and centre of Lewis Hamilton's mind. Lewis will be thinking George shouldn't need my help if he's that good. How can he keep nailing qualifying each and every single time if he's that good? Do you know what I mean? Leave him to his own devices. I've got my own race to race here, Lewis will be thinking. No longer am I assisting my teammate since I don't get any help back. Nico Rosberg is the best commentator for racing them. I would challenge that. I would see that, Jishir, and I'd raise you, Jack Villeneuve. I love Nico. I think you're right. I think he's the apex predator of commentators. I think Sky Sports need him. Spice things up, right? It's a bit boring and dry with the likes of, like, Brundle's a legend, but Crofty and bloody Pinks and Naomi and whatever, they're just very straight down the line. I've been advocating for, get Tomo. What happened to Tom? Tomo used to be on there every time, right? Mercedes Broadband Gate comeback. Still happy to go to Ferrari. Peter. He may be thinking about that decision, as the dry line becomes visible. This is very techie. Verstappen's going to manage this now. You almost need, you know what you need for this race to catch a fire again? You almost need Lando Norris to find his way past George Russell. Again, the gap between the two currently 1.1 seconds. And then you need Lando Norris to go and have a cheeky attack at Max Verstappen. I think you guys are right. That Lando Norris is still your suspect most likely to win this race. If I were a betting man, with that pace that he's showing, I'm going Lando Norris each and every single time. I shall be honest. Let's have a look at his sector times. 26.1 last time round from Lando Norris. Where's his pace gone? 25.7 last time round from Max Verstappen. He's lapping quicker. What's happened there? What's gone on? And Lando Norris has got, no, he doesn't have DRS. Oh, the humanity. Yeah, no, it hasn't been a race for Sergio Checo Perez to celebrate his 2-year extension. Not even close, mate. Where is Checo the sim? Vivian, I cannot. They'll come for me, Vivian. Don't make things worse than they already are. I've criticised Checo Perez far too much. Not far too much. I've just gone in. I've been honest about Checo Perez. You know what I mean? Oh, check Christian Horner. It's not a 2-year contract. It's a 1+1. Says Christian Horner. Hamilton is in the DRS. Yasser says, leave Joss out of it. Imagine if Paul Heyman. Oh my gosh, Jisha. That's the sort of thing that you need, though. Villeneuve is a raw pundit extraordinaire. I like a bit of Villeneuve, and I thought he wasn't going to be the one. I thought he was going to flop. But he's coming in and set the world aflame, right? Jacques says how it is, Nico. He's an osser, says McLaren F1 race. How very dare you. Nico might be that McLaren F1 race, but he's also got, like, you need fire starters, right? These verbal guys that are keen to come in and start a fire linguistically. Know what I mean? Put Kimi in Logan's car cold. That's going to happen, apparently. I keep hearing the rumour, per a couple of different journalists, that apparently as soon as Monza, that weekend would be Andrea Kimi and his 18th birthday. And the rules state that you can only get a super license if you're old enough to get a qualify for a civilian driver's license in the country of your birth. In Italy, if you're not 18 years old, you don't qualify for a UK licence. Andrea Kimi Antonelli, the week of the Monza Grand Prix in August, I want to say, turns 18. Hence, he could be in that Williams in Logan Sargent seat as soon as then. More pit stops looming potentially as it gets drier, eh? Next 10 laps or so. Go on then, Lando. Go on then, Lando. Still feel like this is Lando. You guys are right. I still feel like this might be Lando's to lose. DRS enabled, says Macon. It's going to be turn 1 and 2 again. Still very wet. Everywhere else is drying, says says George Russell, to which his race engineer responds, A firm, slicks are coming. Go on then, let's all eyes on Charles Leclerc's. Oh, look at Charles Leclerc's coming to play, hasn't he? Look at that. Sector 125.5. All of these engineers will be waiting for the point. The crossover point will be when Charles Leclerc goes purple. 25.5. Don't need to be brave, Martin Brundle. 27.3 sector 2 from Charles Leclerc. If he'd kept it on track, he could have actually come into play here. I know he's gone Inters. Charles Leclerc came in for Inters. That's just weak. I don't respect that at all. So again, all right, so here's what's going to happen. You're going to be looking for your crossover point. Crossover point B. That's bonkers, Andre. I can't believe he's done that. Nuts. Well done, Max. We need to watch the rest of this race, McLaren F1. I think there's a lot of racing to do. Although my guy Pete Turney, legend of the channel, who will need to get on a podcast shortly, said that what happens, like he doesn't watch F1 that much. When he sees Max is in front, he knows with reasonable certainty that he can go away and get some time back and then just rejoin the race in the last 5 minutes. He's losing 14 seconds. That's not good enough, is it, Kenny? What's the point? I mean, in for a penny, in for a pound, Kenny. Know what I mean? The long pit stop. Gasly on slicks. Go on then, Pierre. Make a play. Pierre, I do not hate that from Pierre. Go on then, all eyes on his outlap. Yeah, we are going to find out. All right, sector 1. Yeah, everybody. Yeah, correct, Corinne. Everybody will be watching the outlap of Pierre Gasly now. Oh my gosh, Lewis Hamilton gone purple, 123. What's going on there with Lewis? Okay, Gasly went off the track, 33.8. Let's have a look at Pierre Gasly's sector 2. So all that you want to do now if you're an F1 team is just look at Pierre Gasly's sector times. And as soon as he goes purple or purple-ish, if he goes green in sector 2, that's the crossover point, right? That's your time. Lando Norris. Oof. What's the time, Mr. Wolf? Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris going at it. Oh, wow. Lando Norris had a moment. Pierre Gasly, sector 2, 33.2. It's not time yet. Not time yet. Gasly's struggling too much, isn't he? 33.2. Nah. Not time yet. Give it a couple laps. Or it might even happen next lap. It'll be soon. Just not yet is the crossover point. 339 of you watching concurrently. Thank you so much. Grateful ad infinitum am I. I'm turning green like the Hulk, says McLaren F1 race. George is fast. He's quick. Michael says Sergeant rear wing damaged. Not sure what else. You know, I will confess. Sergeant's. I don't even know Sergeant. Sergeant's not even racing still, Michael. He's Dunsky, Gonzo, DNF'd. Go on. All I'm keen on. I'm just looking at Pierre Gasly's lap times. Oops, sector 1. Quicker from Pierre. It's coming. It will be soon. George Russell said 1.5 seconds. Bloody Nora. That he lost a lot of time avoiding action. Lando Norris. All eyes on Pierre Gasly, sector 2, yeah. Coming. 27-0. Oh, 27-0 sector 2 from Pierre Gasly. It may be time to come in and get dries. Some of these lot are going to be considering it now. Bottas comes in. That's the right time from Valtteri. I think he has nailed it. Charles Leclerc comes in. Yep, it's time. I think you're going to see all these lot come in the pits now as George Russell goes purple. Let's have a look at, I reckon Pierre Gasly may go purple in sector 3 if indeed the track is drying at the rate that I think it might be. It's gone green. Pierre Gasly 32.6. He's done his quickest sector 3. It is time to pit. Let's go. No gamble, Crofty. It's not gambling now. Pierre Gasly's going to go purple next lap. Watch. 27.4 was he sector 1. All eyes on Pierre Gasly sector 1 this lap as George Russell goes purple. What is going on? I'm so confused. 20 sector 2. George Russell purple. What is the crack? Pierre Gasly goes 25.9. Not so fast this time round. Yeah, everybody's coming in. Oh gosh, Max Verstappen said it's too early. Not true. No, Mercedes are right here. Lewis Hamilton has come in for a set of medians. That's the right decision. Got to go careful. But Lewis could come into play here. How far is he off? What's the delta? Gasly goes green, sector 2, 26.4. Whoa, it's time. Lewis is about to start go. He's going to be rapid as Lando Norris goes purple. What's going on? Go on then, Lewis. All eyes on you, sir. He goes 330. Oh my gosh, this is chaos. Right, all eyes on Lewis Hamilton's sector 2. If he goes purple now, Lewis Hamilton could come right into play. Maximilian may lose out. Well, let's see how Lewis does. Where's Lewis? 31 seconds adrift. Lando Norris on Norris. And let's have a look at this sector 2 from Gasly goes purple, sector 3. 31.5. It's time. That's it. 27.4 from Lewis in sector 2. He needs to learn quickly, Lewis. Need to go purple, mate, if you're going to have a chance of it. 31 seconds adrift. Piastri's coming. There we go. Top 3. All stayed out. That's chaos. Oscar Piastri could come into play here, ladies and gents. 5 seconds being the gap between Oscar Piastri. Everyone's coming. It's time. Oscar Piastri has the whip hand, ladies and gents. Although Lewis Hamilton's not getting those lap times in 27.4. Pierre Gasly, however, has bedded in his hard compound tyres and he's doing... I know that's K-Mag, look. What is going on the mediums? So where's Lewis's speed? If K-Mag can do a 26.2, why is Lewis doing a 27.4? What's going on? Piastri has the whip hand, ladies and gents. Come out on inters. Mediums. Oh, the humanity. Maybe the hards are easier to turn on than are the mediums in the hands of one Lewis Hamilton. This is chaos. Max the box. Oh my goodness. All eyes on Lewis Hamilton's sector times. Oh my goodness. This is chaos. Go on then, Lewis. I want to see a purple sector out of you, chap. You know what I mean? Got to make these laps count, sir. 25.682 sector 1. Are we going to get purple Lewis Hamilton? 26.0222 from sector 2. Oh, let's go. Oh my God. Lando's gone round again. Lando's going to lose out. Max Verstappen into the pits. George Russell into the pits. They're coming out. What's the deltas? All eyes on the intervals. Where? Oh my gosh. Trap map. Trap map. This is chaos. How do you mean if it's the right tyre, Crofty? Lewis has just gone green in sector 3, purple in sector 2. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Max Verstappen comes out 19 seconds behind Lando Norris. Max Verstappen has the whip hand. Oscar didn't manage. Oscar needed a couple more laps. So too did Lewis Hamilton. Weren't enough laps, although the gap has closed materially. Oof, we got a bit of excitement there, didn't we? Very, very techie that. What Lando? Dry laps are going to be in the 30s. Go, Lewis, go. Absolute chaos. Absolute chaos. Indeed, Crofty makes the observation that all these bods are on different tyres. What is going, Lando? This is madness. Lando Norris on 19-lap-old inters being investigated by the steward, says Crofty. Verstappen is on a mediums. Oh my gosh. Lando says he can maybe do one lap. He goes purple again. What's going on? He's on inters, Lando Norris, and he's just gone purple. 123.2. Bloody Nora. This is chaos. Is the tyres still intos, Mando? My little man keeps calling Lando Mango. Norris is under investigation, true. What is going on? As Checo Perez goes purple on mediums. I'm so confused. So how come Lewis isn't going purple? How come Checo Perez? I think what's going on is these guys are approaching different areas of the circuit that are becoming dry at different times. There's a timing difference, isn't there? Oh my gosh. Do me a favour and smash the like, Charles. Oh, Charles, yeah, Charles retired. There's no point. Back it up, Charles. Listen, mate, just go home for today. Fuck off early, chap. Fuck off early, chap. Not much point. Don't leave any grip on the track. We are 24 laps remaining. This is a chaos. I don't even know. Like, I'm thinking about my video after the ride. I don't even know what the storyline is. It's bonkers. Absolute chaos. And are these mediums going to go 24 laps in this condition of Verstappen, Piastri, Hamilton? All right, Lando's coming. Yeah, Verstappen is really struggling with warm up. Although Lewis, there we go, Lewis. That's a nice sexy purple sector 2. Go on then, Lando. 20 seconds. Where's Lando going to come out? Just in front of... Going to come out in front of you. Oh my gosh, Oscar's gone purple. Oscar realises that this is important now. Hamilton goes purple. 1:21.3. Max Verstappen. Oh no, he's lost. Oh, Lando. He came out in front, but his tyres, he couldn't warm them up. Oh no, Lando. It was there for you, Lando. It was there, chap. Nah. Oh, that's bonkers that Lando managed to do inters for so long when everybody else came in and got dries. Wow. Unbelievable. Oof, says McLaren. Less fuel, mediums will make it. It's a good shout. What's the fudge, says Yasser. Lando, please, Lando. What are we doing, Lando? But he had to. I think Lando would have seen Sochi, right? Now he's in front of Russell, so 1 place gained. Oh, the humanity. Yeah, take that from Lando. He's done well to hang it out so long on the inters, hasn't he? Bless him, Lando. Good lad, Lando. But I mean, oh dear. Oh no, we don't want to do. Purple from Max. Russell on Lando. What is going on? And Piastri on George. Oh gosh, Piastri's not messing around here, is he? Very foreboding. Oh wow, locked suspension again. Did Max Verstappen say that? It's like a locked suspension again. I didn't realise this was the problem that they were experiencing. Lando and Norris heartbroken. Trying to, oh my gosh, tries to get the throttle down and then massive oversteer. Too early on the throttle. Bless him. Oh no, we have 22 laps remaining. Currently your top 10 Verstappen, Norris, Russell, Piastri, Hamilton, Alonso, Tsunoda, Stroll, Esteban Ocon, Alex Albon, Buddy Nora, Carlos Sainz languishing in 11th. Danny Rick's dreams of proving one Jacques Villeneuve incorrect. Oof. George Russell having a cheeky look up the inside of Lando Norris. Go on then, George. Go on then, George. Go on then, George. Go on then, George. Wow. George nails Lando Norris. Oh, the humanity. What are we doing here? I don't think George is catching Max either. I think Lando Norris has the best. I think that's a big favour for Max Verstappen. And Oscar's having a go again, isn't he? Lando's struggling to get heat into those tyres on his outlaps. Oh wow, did you hear Martin Brundle there? Martin Brundle says these three need to work as a group. Very smart. To sort that sort of socialism out, you need a Carlos Sainz Jr., right? An elder statesman. Verstappen, I can't touch the curbs. It almost knocks me out. Locked suspension, said Maximilian Verstappen. Oh, the humanity. How much has he got in hand, though? 4 seconds. 4.2 seconds. As Russell goes purple. Oh, the humanity. With 21 seconds left. Is Maximilian Verstappen experiencing problems again? Per previous Grand Prix on those 4-lap old mediums. We might get some chaos towards the end of this Grand Prix. Chat. And I'm here for it each and every single time. Jordan Hill, what happened to Hamilton? He's been dropped from the fight. What happened to him? I think he had a cheeky off. And I think he struggled, or he's gone purple set to 1 that lap at least. I think he struggled to turn on the tyres for whatever reason. Mercedes ineptitude yet again, or deficiency in the W15 car at least. George is hunting. Lewis went off the road. Corey says Max's fake complaints are worse than Lewis. They've always got something to moan about, have they? Both Max and Lewis. Lewis's favourite one, of course, being my tyres, Bono. My tyres have gone off, Bono. My tyres. I've got no grip, Bono. And then he goes and sets a purple laugh. What a joke. But again, it's his thing. I think that's what gets him motivated, isn't it? And the curbs, Jesus, come! I needed a Philip. I know McLaren F1. It is techie, isn't it? Super exciting. Martin Brundle says the white labelled hard tyre is a super good. Oh my gosh, George Russell. Oscar Piastri nails George Russell. Oh my gosh, second unforced error of the race from George Russell. Get out the way, George. Oh, that's Lando, sorry, not Oscar, of course. But Oscar's going to be there soon in a minute. Go on then, Lando. Work together, chaps. Is that the third unforced error of George's race? Oh my God, says Yasser. Yeah, FFS, George. That's the third one, isn't it? These idiots are going to lose this. I know, Kenny. This is what Martin Brundle keeps saying. These lot need to co-opt it. Collaborative effect and work together. Stop taking chunks out of each other. 5.6 seconds is now the diff between Verstappen and Lando. Will get serious now, I think. Lando's going to put the hammer down. Wow. Focus, George. Focus, says Toto. Wow. Yeah, Lewis Hamilton Evangelist are going to come for George Russell after this. Been a messy race. Oh, he touched. He went too out. He tried to straight line it too much, didn't he? The geometric racing line killed him. Touched the white line, George. Oh, wow. Crofty said it. Does George Russell just make too many mistakes when the opportunities come his way? Toto coaching George. Oh, my gosh. Good to see Mercedes car scrapping with the big boys. I agree with that, Sedan. Good to see scrapping at the top end of the grid, full stop. Robert's board says George not used to being in the front. George's problem, look, we're going to start calling out problems and errors and deficiencies. George's issues have always been that when he can feel a victory towards the latter stages of the Grand Prix, he doesn't chew his food, does he? He doesn't let it simmer or let the beat breathe, as per Singapore and bloody, not Qatar. What was the other? Oh my gosh, who's that? Sergio Perez. What an absolute clown show. What a clown. Red Bull were fine with the setups on Inters having a higher radius. Now stuck with the tyres. Max won't have the clearance for the curb. Kenny, that's a brilliant shout, mate. That's an absolutely brilliant shout. I love that. No, that's a proper one. $330 for you watching. Currently do me a favour, smash and Sergeant Tate Perez. Perez is. This is nonsense. What is Checo doing? Oh my God, chaos. Albon, Carlos Sainz. What is going on? My Sky Go can't manage it. Everything's just chaos. What's Carlos Sainz doing? Doing donuts on the grass. It's just nonsense. Everything's all kicked off. My Sky Go is just SH1T'd the bed, of course. Go on then, Checo Perez. I want to see Checo Perez's incident. What I want to see. What a clown show this is. Yeah, just pull the safety car out then, Martin. Do you know what I mean? There we go. We have got a safety car. An Aston Martin branded safety car. Gosh. I'm desperate to see what happened to Checo Perez here. As much as... Oh. Everything that can go technically wrong today's stream has gone wrong. Clown show, Mark. Absolute clown show. That meme is going to overtake the world of Checo Perez's wing doing one of these. What's he doing? Nonsense. Come on, Checo. You are better than this chap. Now Sky goes checking for updates, of course. Bloody Norris. Safety car stopped at. Go on then, chap. This is going to get chaotic now. Who is going to win this race? I'm so keen. Now, you can't bet against Maximilian Verstappen, eh? Not at this point. I mean, what are we doing? It's a clown. Oh my God, Carlos Sainz 1.0. Unforced error. What is going on? Just unforced errors all over the gaff. Right, here we go. I'm apparently going to have to watch this race on my phone because Sky goes an absolute S8 box and painful. Diagram. What a clown show. Or yeah, I think this is the final straw for me, chat. F1 TV next race weekend. I've had enough. Whoa, hard. That Ferrari ain't looking so red. Well, I don't know what Carlos Sainz was doing, just flipping donuts in the background. Like, what are we doing? What an absolute clown show. What an absolute clown show. All right, then, let's have a gander. Stappen 117. All right, look, runners and riders. I think Lando is still in this to win it, you know. I will be honest. I will be on it. And his tyres are younger, right, to the tune of 2 laps with 16 laps remaining on safety car. This safety car needs to get out of the way quick time if indeed Lando Norris is going to have a chance of having a cheeky nibble at Max Verstappen. All eyes on Max Verstappen's restart, mind. And he does one of these and then he goes. Lando Norris surely should have that clocked. Surely. Max Verstappen first in safety car circumstances. Lando, Piastri, Russell and Lewis Hamilton. Oh my gosh, the Mercedes boys. Lewis on hards, 1 lap hold having just come in. Russell on 1 lap hold mediums again, coming in for a cheeky free pit stop. Carlos Sainz comes out the car. An absolute nightmare for the red team. Can you imagine Lewis Hamilton looking over the way at Maranello and the amount of mistakes they've made this race weekend and the consequence? Oh my God, Carlos Sainz. Too much curb, chap. Who is Carlos Sainz really? I've been backing him for the longest time and then he goes and does something like that. That's reminiscent of 1.0 Carlos Sainz. I thought he'd gone away. Add Sir Lewis to the poll, please. You reckon? You reckon Lewis can win this? Behave yourself, Smalls. Behave yourself. Currently in 5th, 15 laps remaining. Can Lewis do impossible things? Come on. Come on, Smalls. Don't do that. Journo, Sainz. I should get a next race penalty for ruining Albon's. I don't hate that. He's just, oh, what's he doing? Oh my God, I've just seen it in its totality. What are we doing here, Carlos? Yeah, Ferrari is just nonsense. Carlos been missing China. No, Kenny, what is going on with these numpties? George can win this on his medium tyres, says David. I doubt it. Not in the mood that he's been in. Bloody mistakes all over the show. Although they will be fresher, right? And the track will be drying. So maybe, you know what? Somebody should have come and put in softs. Just to have a cheeky gamble. Why did Lewis come in and put on hards? That's the question that I'm asking. Why you didn't need? It's a wet race. You don't need to do two different compounds. Why did Lewis put on hards with 14 laps remaining? Maybe it's because he feels like the hards can switch on quicker. I don't know. That seems like a nonsense thing to me. I don't understand. Lewis was half a second faster than anyone else on those mediums, and yet they come and pit him on a. Yeah, they might fall off, Kenny, but sometime. But it depends on how long this safety car hangs around for, right? Yes, come Lando needs softs. Do you know what I mean? Like, what's the point? Thanks, great Watchalong. You're a legend. You're a legend, Vampire. Yeah, it's chaos. I apologise again profusely for the technical errors. I don't know what's gone on there. My systems have let me down. Hamilton was the quickest. Yeah, and then they pit him for hards. No first. Jay, sabotage. Sabotage is what's going on there. Surely. Oh, it's too funny. Right, let me try and get some stuff going on. Right, let's go. $14 laps remaining, still under safety car conditions. We have ourselves a cheeky race as the track is drying. But then as the track is drying, surely this leans into... Oh, thank you, McLaren F1 race. That means a lot, man. You guys, your guys' support means the world. It would not be possible without you guys, I'm telling you. Is rain coming again? Apparently not, Vivian. Kyrie says, I don't know about dropping the ball. Lando unfortunately drifted out on the pits on those fresh slicks, but he very well could have been passed on the DRS a lap later. There's still P2 and P3. Yeah, take that. Come on, Lando. Let's get moving. Let's get this race going. You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing here? Does SLH not have any more medium tyres? I have no idea. K Smalls. Maybe. Maybe that was it. It's interesting that they were talking about an overcut. Never heard of that. You never heard of the overcut? The overcut and the undercut are a thing. I think the overcut terminology as a turn of phrase came about as just the inverse of the undercut, right? That's how I remember it. All right, let's go. 406 of you watching currently. Do me a favour and smash a like. I'm going to get a driver of the day poll going on imminently as we are 13 laps remaining. Kenny says they only had 2 mediums of the weekend. There you go, Kenny. Look at Kenny. Kenny with his finger on the pulse as always. Overcut is the opposite to undercut. Absolutely, Kyra. Let's go. It will be intense, but again, Max Verstappen is a demon. I hope somebody nails him off the start. Again, Max Verstappen 9 times out of 10. Left, right, left, right. Oh, look, warming up the... And then he just goes, doesn't he? I'm warming up the tyres, nothing to see. Snake charm settings. And then goes. Shingo Leclerc, engine problems. Source Brazilian journalist in Loco. Wow. He had problems all over the shop, didn't he? Did Leclerc. It was a bit of a joke. Bonkers. Driver of the day, safety car. Right, let's see. Yeah, safety car driver. But my Lando, the legend. Right, let's have a go. 381 of you watching concurrently. Do me a favour, smash a like, por favor, if you could. Go on then, Lando. Get up behind Max Verstappen. What are you doing, chap? Get up behind him properly. Go on then. What are we... Come on, chap. Let's go. Yeah, let's go, Lando. That's what you need to do. But stop weaving, chap, because that's the deception. That's right, Lando. No weaving from you, chap, because he's gonna weave and then go. Snake charm, Max Verstappen, snake charm, and then go. That's right, Lando. Line him up properly, sir. No, don't weave. Don't weave. That's right, Lando. Straight line it and just foot on the throttle, ready to go, because he's going to go in a minute. Here he is. He's going. Come on, Lando. He's gone. Come on, Lando. For crying out loud, Lando Norris. You let him steal a march on you again. You allowed yourself to be snake charmed. How do they always allow themselves to get snake charmed? Max Verstappen does that every single bloody time. And they just sit there and they let him do it. What's that about? Just upsetting, man. Come on. Let them get away again. What are we doing? Let's go, Mango. Yeah, I'm gonna start using that. Although my little man. Yeah, Jomo, you're a legend. Yeah. The only person that my little man doesn't mistake, that the only driver's name he knows to pronounce properly. Guess who? Max Verstappen. That's my son's favourite driver, of course. See you later, Lando. I know it was always Madeline. I don't know how he snake charms these drivers. It's bonkers. Oh, the humanity. I don't know what to do. Come on. Lewis has always been on medium tyres and he could have advanced up the grid by now, but instead they decided to bring him in and switch. I think he needed a new set, Sharrison. I hear you. But I think at this point, with a safety car and a free pit stop, you've got to bring him in. Everybody else was on mediums and he would have been vulnerable potentially. Go on then. All about Lando and Max, but he's not got enough time left, has he? And plus, Oscar Piastri is in there. So Lando's got to go into defensive mode because he flopped the restart. Max Verstappen got the jump on and again he was snake charmed, wasn't he? Flipping Nora, Lando. What are we... You allowed yourself to get snake charmed, chap. Not good enough. I'm a bit cheesed off with that. You've only got 11 laps left. You can't afford to be like, do you know what I mean? You haven't got time to be slacking. What's that about, man? I'm really cheesed off with that. I'm super cheesed off with Lando. Disappointed in a lot of them. There was a race victory there if you wanted it. No unforced errors. And they've all given it away. Lando Norris pitting at the wrong time. George Russell a gazillion unforced errors. Lewis Hamilton bloody can't qualify. They've all just given it. They're all of them to a man. Have seized defeat somehow from the jaws of victory. Unacceptable. Russell is not him. Well, give that. I'm not going to condemn him just yet. Give that dude some time. He's growing still, and you know what I mean. Give him some time. But he hasn't been great today, George. I can't support this. I can't support this. I can't support this behaviour from George Russell at all. No chance. Unacceptable. Unacceptable from George. George Lando making multiple mistakes. Max being flawless. Was Max flawless though, Blank? Journo says Stroll in the points for home race. Yeah, fair play. Fair play, Lance. I'll give Lance some props. All just made mistakes, haven't they? Russell going wide every single lap. Norris flipping, not pitting when he's supposed to. Can't make mistakes, man. 1.7 seconds behind with 9 laps remaining. Max Verstappen goes purple. Just give it to Max Verstappen, why don't you? This is why I say that these other lot aren't ready. I don't approve of this message. The George Russell one. I just can't. Yeah, no T-pose today. At all. He was feeling himself a bit much, wasn't he, George? Just feeling himself. Max made one. Oh yeah, he did make a mistake. He wasn't perfect, but he made less mistakes than the rest. What made Norris pass him? Fudge. I'm really cheesed off all of a sudden, you know, with these bods. Fighting each other, you know, when it was like Norris and then Russell and then Piastri. Those three fighting each other before they bloody teamed up to bridge the gap to Max Verstappen. What are we doing? Novice level driving. Need to put Carlos Sainz in there, teach them some manners and some racecraft and a bit of race savvy. But what's Carlos Sainz Jr. doing spinning? And I know the conditions were treacherous, but you know what I mean? I know lazy engineer. It's been good. It has been good. I've enjoyed it, to be fair, but boring, says Yasser. Russell is frustrating. I wouldn't disagree with that. Sorry for the delusions, Cam. SLH P5 confirmed. Never going to make it to the top step of the podium. Not at this race. Going to be the most anticlimactic race end, boys and girls. Oh, no, humanity. What are we doing? Go on then, Oscar. Oscar and George. Potential for switchback, but he hasn't got the pace, has he, George? George had to just... Not so fast, Mercedes, you know. Maximilian Verstappen gets it done again. What are they going to say about adverse circumstances now, eh? They tried to say that this fella can't do it in adversity. Wow. Oscar Piastri asked the question, do you think you could have a cheeky nibble at Maximilian Verstappen? Oscar Piastri almost too honest for his own good, saying he needs to defend to George Russell first before he thinks about Maximilian Verstappen up front. That, ladies and gents, is chaos. Like, what are we doing here? Oh, George, too many mistakes, Macon. Not good enough. Half-baked, isn't he, George? Too much T-posing. Oh my God, they came together! George and Piastri. Weren't having it, mate. I don't hate that from Oscar even. Oh my gosh, George doing the hand movements as Lewis has overtaken him, hasn't he? Oh no, here's the plot line. You see the plot line now? Lewis ahead of him now. All right then. This is chaos. 49% of you think Max now. Max always. Go on then, driver of the day. Cue George to be on the radio imminently moaning about something. Oh my God, George is going to be screwed. George will be on the radio any second asking for that position back. Watch. Got Esteban Ocon 12 places, eh? Go on then, we have ourselves another entrant for driver of the day. Oh, the humanity. Has this race been eye-wateringly boring? No pun intended. Been alright, eh? 5 laps remaining. Shouting, may as well give it to Max. Exactly. That is a 7-time champion. While I'm not sure, I just can't even. I think they've all been rubbish, you know. But barring Max, and even Max made mistakes, but I just think they've all. This was a race victory, ready for somebody to like just grab it by the neck. Obviously, it needed a flawless performance, changeable conditions. My goat, Mark, I can't get excited for that. He got gifted a position because George Russell fudged it up again, didn't he? Unforced errors. Not because George Russell can't chew his food before he swallows. I'm going to celebrate Lewis Hamilton. Where is he now? Onto the podium. Don't really. I can't. I'd love to get happy. I bet he's nabbed Piastri. How comes I didn't see Oscar nabbing Piastri? How comes I didn't see Lewis? Oh, I'm delayed. That's why. Oh, here we go. Oscar getting nabbed by Lewis on behind. Oh, tasty. Tasty. Don't hate that from Lewis. But he's got advantage, hasn't he? 5 point. Is he gonna be on for Lando in short order as well? Bloody no! 5 laps remaining. 2 seconds between Norris and Lewis. Wow. Oh, he's got pace, hasn't he? Hards. Everybody's tyres are dropping off. That's why those two, being the front two in Lando and Max Verstappen, are on mediums. 18 lap old mediums. Hence why, go on then, all eyes on the sector times of Mr. Sir Lewis Carl Davidson Hamilton, the while. That is a 7-time champion, the while. I know you're loving that. He's got pacing on, doesn't he, all of a sudden, Lewis? Look at the sector times, 21.3. Oh no, he's not going to get Lando. No, Lando, okay, sector times. Lando's woken up now. He won't get Lando. He won't get Lando. Lando's woken up, looking to defend that. Why am I not celebrating this, Lewis? Lewis could have won the race if his position was higher. True. Missed opportunity. Holy shit, that was close. George Russell on Oscar. What's going on with Oscar here? He had pace and then he didn't have pace, and now he's got pace. Like, what's going on, Oscar? Come on, chap. Podium for Lewis. Yes, yeah. No, I'm liking that from Lewis. But again, missed opportunity, right? If he'd nailed quali yesterday, like he should have done, the boy from Kings Lynn, Lando's too far down the road. 2 seconds is the diff, Noir. Thank you again, Noir. You're far too kind, by the way. Sonoda in the wall of... Ooh, Sonoda in the wall. Yuki. That's why you can't get the Red Bull seat, eh? That's why you're not ready, chap. Too many unforced errors. Mag, what a close... Yeah, it was a very close call between Mag and Yuki. Lewis driver of the day. Should I have put Lewis in that poll? Is Lewis driver of the day, chat? Really? Why am I so nonplussed about this? Lewis versus George. Oh, the humanity. Oh, yes. George is hunting down one Lewis Hamilton Showson. Russell's attempting to overtake. Oh, my gosh. I'm seeing it now because I'm delayed. Oh. With three laps remaining, George isn't looking to have this. Is this the time when these guys come together? Because George likes to swallow his food whole, doesn't he? Doesn't set up these overtakes, but he has DRS and he's going to have a nibble very shortly at one Lewis Hamilton. Although, oh, look at this. Both of them are on 13 lap old tyres, but Lewis is on hards and George Russell is on mediums. This, ladies and gents, is about to get techie. Lando Norris on the radio. Lots of debris. Bye-bye, Ham. Hamilton sabotage again. He needed medium tyres because it was methodical. Ocon should be driver of the day over Lewis. I feel like Lewis just got gifted a couple of positions just now because the others were being stupid. The overtake on Piastri was legit, but again, where's Piastri's pace gone on these medium tyres? Who knows? Go on, all eyes on Russell. George, there's no way that this race is going to end and George isn't going to have a nibble. Are you joking me? King George Russell of Kings Lynn, Norfolk, first of his name. Look at this, lining him up. 0.5 is the delta. DRS for days. Oh my gosh! There we go. Goes without saying, says the message to George. Keep it clean. Oh no. I can just hear the disapproval. Oh no. I know, Noir. What's going on here? Yeah, Noir, this is chaos now. What do we do now? George, shaking my head. George can overtake Lewis clearly, but not Piastri. What is going on? As error-strewn as George has been, go on then. Lewis is still within DRS, but he's getting gapped, isn't he? Not for long, I don't think. Oh, the humanity. With how long left? Final lap. Oh, no. Lewis within DRS still. Let's have a gander. I think Lewis will be very cheesed off with that. It wouldn't surprise me if Lewis has a sabotage. This is chaos. Right, we're on our last lap. Again, the story is going to be Lewis versus George again, isn't it? Oh, the humanity. I cannot cope. It's bonkers. Oof. Unbelievable. Of course, and now my stream cuts out. What a joke. This is a joke. Go on then, all eyes on the timesheet. Russell and Lewis, as we're on in our final lap. George 5 and second penalty, behave. Surely not. That would be a fight. I think if anybody would get that penalty, it would be Oscar. I don't think George. Maximilian Verstappen nailed it again, of course. What else do we expect at this point? What else? Unbelievable. Right. Podium. The T-pose himself. George Russell. Blimey. Yeah, this is chaotic. there is going to be a constructive challenge amongst Lewis Hamilton evangelists. There will be cries of sabotage and favouritism and everything skullduggery, cloaks and daggers, everything bad underneath the sun. Lazy Engineer, you're a legend, sir. Do you want a Lazy Engineer? Do you fancy a blue spanner? Proper legend, sir. If you decline, let me know and I'll take it. 500 of you watching, 213 likes. The channel is great. That has been a Canadian Grand Prix. My eyes keep on watering. So upset am I with everybody not named Max Verstappen, not Grand Prix. Ferrari kept on sabotaging Charles Leclerc. Carlos Sainz kept on sabotaging himself. So too George Russell, Kings Lynn, Norfolk, first of his name, kept on sabotaging himself with the unforced errors. Bloody Lando Norris pitting far too late. What are we doing here? Oscar Piastri, clumsy as fudge. What are we doing here, ladies and gents? Macon, you're an absolute legend. So thank you so much. Far too. Why was Lewis on hards in a while? I don't know. I think probably that was the only tyre that they had left for him. And besides, he was quick on there. But the winning and the losing of this race for Lewis Hamilton wasn't today. Yesterday in a while. The cheeky mistake, turn 10, turn 14. That was the losing. No toe. That was the losing of this. It was a great day for racing. It made out, worked out the way everybody wanted it to. I don't know about that, Lazy Engineer. Lewis Hamilton fans, one of which I am, will beg to differ. Vivian says, no sabotage, so Lewis Hamilton champion. GOAT is second man. George, technician, and out and out. The human. Not mad at George, but Mercedes did Hamilton dirty, did they? So this is going to be it again, isn't it? Sabotage or nah? This is going to be it. Yet again, Lewis has not got it anymore. Behave yourself, Dave. I hear that blasphemy door opening, Dave. Overland Journal, you're far too kind, mate. Thank you so much. I didn't know T-Po. Well, you'll be T-posing again, Wendy. Good race, good stream. Thank you, Seven Rivers. I appreciate you. Far too kind. Macon says, this will be... Gosh. Cannot. Thanks, Cam. Keep breathing and enjoying the Max Factory. Or the Max Factory. He's not bad, he's that Max fellow. He finds a way to win, even with adversity, even when he's bloody torsion bar locking up and he can't bloody... Oh, he's just bonkers. How has he won again? Charles Leclerc started talking about championships. Sky F1 were putting out videos talking about there were 5 championship contenders. 31 points adrift at the start of this race was Charles Leclerc, and it looked feasible. However, ultimately, Maximilian Verstappen goes and does it again. As fast as George is over one lap, he cannot keep bottling it. When race comes, Lewis started 7th, finished 4th. Positive news for Lewis, but you're right on George Nawal. It was there for him, right? And he just kept on making errors. Favouritism approach. Thank you, Showson. You're far too kind. Favouritism approach within the Mercedes team is becoming increasingly evident within each race. You can't debunk that. Showson, here's what I need to go away and do. I need to investigate whether Lewis Hamilton had another set of mediums. If he did, then you have a case, Sharrison. If he did not, then what else were they going to put him on? Softs, maybe? Would it have lasted? Hard tyres potentially were the only option for Mercedes. Going to get chaos. The talk about sabotage will ensue. It's not going anywhere. Mercedes and Lewis Hamilton fans will be wanting answers. However, Maxie's got here, isn't he, Mike? He's not a bad driver, although he even made bloody mistakes. But again, I suppose all of those mistakes are a function of the changing conditions. You might argue that Lando Norris made the least driving errors out of all of the top 5 this race. Maybe. George is about to cry. I need to go and turn it on softs, maybe SSJW. I don't know. Oh, the humanity. What do we do? Why didn't they give Hamilton mediums? We need to go and check how much he had left. There is a... how can I check that? Max is winning with a slow... Oh, Peter, it's chaos. How's Max done that again to us? Just a dagger in my heart, Corey says, and it was good racing between the teams. I don't know how much is favouritism. Merck will let their driver race, and Russ did put it on, but that's the problem. The losing for me, as I look at it, I need to understand more about how many, what tyres our guy had available to him. Hold on, let me try and find this out quickly whilst we're on, whilst I'm on the stream. Let's have a look who had what tyres available. There is a way that I can get this very quickly, but let's have a look. Bear with, because this is important. If he had mediums available, which I doubt he would have, then we can have a sabotage conversation. If not, if he only had hards left, where's this bloody website that shows me the tyres available? Come on. I'm looking, chat. I am looking. Give me a couple of minutes. I'm going to try and find these tyres available for the race. Who had what tyres? Did Lewis have any more mediums left? Oh wow, look. Oh, wet set, okay. Right, look. All right. Lewis had one set of mediums. Let me show you guys this. This is important now. Lewis only had... Are you guys seeing this? Watch, I'll show you. Quite important this. Excuse me, chat, but I desperately need to show you this before everything crashes again. As per, what else would you expect? What chaos? My buffering. Can you guys see me now? Let's do this. All right, cool, Kyori. Let's do this very quickly, because everybody needs to see this. God, this. I don't normally like to bring these things in, but you know what, we're going to do this. Port. These were the tyres available. Courtesy of our man. Lewis Hamilton, how many tyres did he have available? Hard tyres, he had two available to him. Mediums, he only had one set. 0 softs, 0 brand new softs available. 3 used set of softs. So really, once he'd been on the mediums, there was no option, right? Am I being noddy? You guys tell me. Am I being noddy here, lazy engineer? You're a legend. Am I being noddy here? Like, tell me if I'm being daft. Like, can we really talk about sabotage when Lewis only had one set of mediums left? What are we doing? What, by virtue of the fact that they didn't put him on hards? I don't know, man. We're reaching. Each and every single time I just feel us, as a community of Lewis Hamilton fans, desperately reaching for this sabotage narrative when the 2 compound rule doesn't apply, Tony, when it's wet. You can get away with just using 1 compound. Lewis only had 2 set of hards and 1 medium, as most of us did. 1 stop, George went hard. Lewis went mediums. Also, Lando made 2 mistakes. Lockups turn 1 and 2. Kenny. Bloody Nora, and Max only made the 1 mistake. You got to give that driver the day to Max Verstappen, eh? You know what I mean? We are not a community of Lewis fans. It's just Cam. Ollie, I don't think you're the... I think there are other Lewis Hamilton fans who watch this channel, mate. You're not an army of one, Ollie, if I'm being honest with you. You're right, I love Lewis Hamilton, but it is what it is. Seven Rivers, it is what it is, eh? Everything can't be sabotaged. Sometimes Lewis has got to take some responsibility. Chap, if you don't make the mistake, turn 10, turn 14, then we're having a different conversation today. And podium at the very least. But do you know what I mean? Oh, Andre. Bless him. Jomo, awesome support. You guys are legends. Right. Be back on in a minute to try and review this and wrap it up. Your saviour started on pole, but could only manage... Oh, behave yourself, Jay. Now is not the time for that. Russell was brilliant. That must have stung Lewis getting overtaken. We're getting T-Techie. Donkey of the Days Ferrari. I would agree wholeheartedly with that, Kayori. And with that, I'm going to run. You guys have been legends. Thank you so much for watching. All of the donations, the super chats. Absolute legends. Thank you to each and every single one of you ad infinitum. I'll be back shortly. I need to go and watch it, Kenny. I'll be back shortly with a cheeky 10-minute review or less. I think personally you're very reasonable, James. Thank you so much. Lewis, Missed Apex gang, very partisan. I mean, everybody can be Missed Apex are legends, but everybody can be a bit partisan from time to time. But I try my best. I try my best. You guys have been legends. I'll see you shortly for the review. Let me go and do a bit of a deep dive, some due diligence. Then I will come back and we'll check this box for 10 minutes. But I need to go away and understand. Kyorio legend, Jay, Jomo, moderators extraordinaire, lazy engineered thoughts, absolute legends. Thank you to each and every single one of you. Between now, next time, prosecution rests. No further questions.